Welcome to Pembroke Hall Memories podcast. I am Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, as most Pembroke Hall people know me. And my co-host is Philip, or Any, or NFL, as most Pembroke Hall people know him. And both of us are from Calbeck Avenue. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore how Pembroke Hall, a small community in the Kingston 20 area, surrounded by Joesland, just across Washington Boulevard, Marvalley, Trucks Garden, or Francis Land as I know it, Arlene Garden, Patrick City, just across the Sandy Gully, became the epicenter of football or soccer for some people in Jamaica in the early 1970s. Pembroke Hall was also home of some of the most legendary musicians and entertainers of that era. I was still going to Pembroke Hall Primary when every single Sunday a triple header was played at the original ball ground at the intersection of Calbeck Avenue, Pembroke Hall Drive, now Kennel Drive. One morning match and two evening match was played to a capacity crowd. These teams, Patosi Rovers, Carawina, Asphalt, Covey, El Furto, and Dreads, was joined by Marvalley Uenden to play in the Pembroke Hall Corner League football tournament. And every baller in Jamaica at the time wanted to play in a Pembroke Hall Corner League to showcase them skills as the first officially organized Corner League football tournament in Jamaica. In this conversation, we hope to capture the memories of players, supporters, and any members of the Pembroke Hall community, male or female, who want to come and share their stories. Your feedback and support will be greatly appreciated on whatever social media platform you might be listening, and thanks in advance. Go! Today is Sunday, October 9, 2022. And welcome back to another conversation about Pembroke Hall memories. Me as usual, Prince, or Jelly, or Lance, as most Pembroke Hall people know me. Joining me today is my regular co-host Philip, or NFL, as most Pembroke Hall people know him. Today's guests, and the two guests we have today, will have to give proper introduction, because both of them are very familiar with that legendary football coach from Pembroke Hall, Bobby Fire, the first and the great football coach from Pembroke Hall. Our first guest moved to Pembroke Hall from Franklin Town in 1965 and lived at 58 Aqualita Vale Avenue, to be exact, with his mother and 5 siblings, and his father, they are foreign at the time. They moved to Pembroke Hall. He attended St. Aloysius Primary with Chris Maxwell, another great Pembroke Hall man, Pembroke Hall great, and my next door neighbor, Norman Anthony Bowen, as we know him, simply as Bow Cow or Bow, around Calbeck Avenue, who's a legend in his own right, but that is for another conversation. That's of that will not have your Tumpa, because that's a different conversation.
Yes.
This guest also went to St. George's College, where he played coach football with the great John Barnes, former England international. Our next guest moved to Pembroke Hall from Rockfort in 1970s with 5 siblings and 3 cousins. I moved come foreign when he graduated from Calabar in 1978. He was big for his age as a teenager, and Bobby Fire recruited him to play for Asphalt. That great Asphalt team as a youth with the names such as Sticks, Skelly, Big and Liquor Plats, that are Michael and Trevor, Baba Shark, Trevor Shaw, as we know him, Richie Uncle that Phil.
Yeah, man, me know.
The Addiers, them, Lancelot and Robert, Droughty and Bucket, as we know them by them nickname. Yeah. But without further fanfare, I'm going to make them introduce themselves and tell them more Pembroke Hall stories. So welcome, Rudolph Tumpa Kameka and Danny Green Taylor. Tumpa, you introduce yourself first, my brother.
Yes,
family. Greetings and blessings, you know. Yes, as you said, moved to Pembroke Hall from Franklin Town. Well, it was around 1968-69, so I moved, you know. Attending St. Aloysius Primary. The time, you know, Chris Maxwell was ahead of me, really. Him and my older brother was in class together, Gino. And Norman Bowen and I was in class together, Pigodars. Which I only know Pigodars from Pleasanton
and Camperdown, yeah.
And great, you know, I remember last time I mentioned a couple of players who played from second farm. Well, Pigo played Manning Cup from first farm.
Yeah, that me remember too, yeah, man. Yes.
You know, so, yeah, come to Pembroke Hall, you know, Backhead and Danny Green and a brethren named Dwight Bogle are the ones who got me into playing football in terms of competitive football. Right? So the first competitive football, outside of Coles at George's, really, was with the Asphalt junior team.
Mm-hmm.
And Bucket was instrumental in that. A couple of the George's man was on that side, including Danny from Calabar. And Danny can talk about that. And then, Richard Bennett, who
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to join us today, but unfortunately, he's not going to join us. We'll join with him another time.
Mm-hmm.
And a variety of other players.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
my days in Pembroke Hall, I left about the same time with Danny in 1978.
Mm-hmm.
Went to New York, Danny went to Connecticut, so we still connected up there. Richard Bennett, we connected up there, and stuff. So, Asphalt was the team. And then, I don't know if you guys remember, there was another team that came out of Asphalt, Curb Wall.
No,
So
me
Curb
remember.
Wall,
Me not remember that.
yeah, man, it was another team, but it never played in Corner League. It played in various competitions, including Bob West and
I got you. Under
Corona
16.
yeah, under 17, yeah, under 17, under 16. Yeah, so curb wall, and we wear the German uniform, black shorts, white top, white shorts, white socks.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, man. We're
Yeah,
getting to that, man. We're getting to that,
yeah,
Tumpa.
so
We're
we're
getting
getting
to
to
that.
that.
Yeah, man. We're
But
getting to
yeah,
that.
so that's
So you
that's
go ahead.
my
You go ahead, Tumpa. Finish up.
yeah, so that's my entry into Pembroke,
Yeah, man. Yeah. So Danny, go ahead, my brother. Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. So, a slight correction with Tompa with the school thing coming up. So I come here in the second farm, right? And so I moved to Connecticut. And brethren, I'm gonna tell you something. Every day, every night, I'm in bed going praying. Please send me back to Jamaica go to finish school. Please send. When my mother and my grandmother made the decision, say, you know what, Calabar better than any high school in Connecticut. So I would come up in the summertime and then fly down like the week school start. So, you have a whole heap of guys who look at me at Calabar and say, man, how come you never play a Manning Cup? Because I was never around for training. I would start
I got
training,
you. I got you. Okay, I come a
but but
foreign
then
in the
but then
summer.
come foreign for the summer and then come back down to Connecticut to finish to stamp and then deal to finish up at Calabar.
So,
So I did third, fourth, and fifth doing that, going back and forth.
hold on, Danny. So you say come a foreigner in a second farm and then back and forth.
Yes.
Third, right. So
Yeah.
you're one of the original deportee.
Well,
Danny, you
the
play
poor team, man.
Colts though,
The,
right?
I did play Colts
Right,
in a third farm,
right.
because Colts practice never start really until school started,
The
Start.
whereas
school home,
Ultima
right, right, right.
where till Manning Cup Ultima Core train during the summertime,
Mm-hmm.
and I would always go to like the first several weeks tryouts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then come usually by the end of June or some point of July, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then so after graduation, June 17th, I'm like out of Pembroke Hall, Calabar for good.
Mm-hmm.
And then so when I come up here, then I start with University of Connecticut uh, the following year.
Yeah, because it's easier if you go University of Connecticut than University of the West Indies, definitely. I could have said that.
You know, I don't think I would have gotten into UA.
Exactly. No, I know why I say that, Danny. I know exactly what I say that.
Yeah, Jelly.
It was so tight, the space. It's not about
Yeah,
saying you can't
Absolutely.
qualify. Just,
I know that, Jelly. I think it's easier for getting a college here than UA.
yeah, definitely.
Because the standards, the English standards, it's stiffer. It's just like CPA and FC and CCA, Chartered Accounting.
Well, so one of the biggest problem I think I would have had. I took 6 O levels because I really didn't care about O levels, because I know in the US they didn't care about O levels as long as the grades were good.
Yeah.
And them look at it and you grade the transcript looks good. And your SATs.
Yes, ATs, yeah.
Right. Then you're good. Then you're good. Then nobody ever asked me for how many O levels I have. As a matter of fact, my junior year, no, fall of my senior year at UConn, I get a call from the dean's office, I said, you're not going to be able to graduate next spring. I said, why not? They said, well, because you didn't take in a foreign language. You're supposed to have a year of foreign language. I said, no, ma'am, my first 3 years of high school, I took French. And they said,
Yeah,
oh, we have no record of it.
Mm.
yeah,
So I have to go back and dig. And the funniest thing, when I sit down, I start just laugh at the dean. And him
yeah,
say, and said, this is not a laughing matter. I say, you know why you don't have it?
mm,
I never applied to UConn.
yeah,
It's my grandmother who picked up the phone and called them, and it just so happened she
mm,
got the one black lady in the admissions office.
mm,
I just said,
yeah.
send me his information, and them accept me like that. So I have to come back home and get my transcript.
Right.
Just by your
It's
grandmother
like you have
call,
to
yeah.
reintroduce yourself.
Exactly, exactly. So that was a whole lot of fun with that. But yeah,
In the
no.
process.
So fifth farm, I didn't really take seriously, in terms of O-level studying and all that stuff, because I really didn't care about it. No,
Mhm.
if I was going to England, that might have been a different conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
exactly.
in the US, and then me and Tumpa, since we come up here, really, we've been in touch
Yeah,
since
yeah, man.
1978.
That is good. That is keep
Oh,
it up. That is good. So,
stay
but we're getting
connected.
that. But before you introduce yourself, Phil, 'cause I mentioned something. I mean, also
Yeah.
Tompa can address that. You mentioned something about accountancy between the British and the US
Mm.
system. Tompa, I know you're in that field. What the difference?
Yeah, okay. So I'm a CPA, which is the US version, which is a
Yeah.
chartered public accountant, and the certified public accountant, and the CA.
Certified public
Yeah, and
accountant.
the
Yeah.
CA, which is the British system. Interestingly, in my last year at college, my senior year, I was given a test for the chartered accountant because one of my professors was a chartered accountant. He came from London, and he
Yeah.
gave us a test. So what I found different, they're basically the same because we have to, both of us have to do international accounting. We have to know international
Exactly.
once you start doing auditing and stuff like that, right? But the tests were significantly different. I believe personally, the chartered accountancy test is harder than the CPA test.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. The
Yeah,
CPA,
well, that,
the CPA test had a lot of multiple choice questions, and maybe because I'm good at taking multiple choice, I did very well. But the chartered accountancy, the one that I looked at back then, didn't have a lot of multiple choice questions
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and some brain tackling questions.
right. Exactly. It called more on your true knowledge of the profession, the
Correct.
study. It's like you're
Correct.
definitely, it's just like back home. Cause multiple choice, it's remember the brain work. It's like you might not remember the answer yourself, but when you look
And
at the
And you can
choices,
eliminate some
when
stuff.
you can,
yeah, when
exactly,
you look at the choices, something going prompt your
yeah,
mind.
exactly,
It's like how
exactly.
you guys listen this podcast and it bring back memories and you start
Correct.
remember some things where you got to. That's the difference with multiple choice. A
That's
multiple
correct.
choice approach is always easier than somebody posing a question to you and you have to definitely
But
think the
I'm
answer
gonna,
out
I'm gonna give you
on your
I'm
own.
gonna give you a statistics that happened at random test that was done to prove
Yeah,
your point. So my accounting one of my accounting professor said that
yeah,
they gave the multiple choice section of the theory part of
yeah,
the theory part of the exam because you do
yeah.
theory, practice, law, and I can't
Right.
remember the other one you do, right? And so the theory, no, we did actually two practice, one theory, and one law. So
Yeah,
they gave the theory part, the multiple choice, which is 60% of the exam is multiple choice
right.
at that time. And majority of the sociologist students pass
Yeah,
get a passing grade out of that
really.
60%.
Yeah,
And they did not do any accounting.
right.
Yeah, so I mean, right. They just guess. They just guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, but Jelly, that's a fact because like you see, driving test, I never ever studied for that year.
Yes, go take
I
it. Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
because multiple choice and it's common sense. So
Yeah,
you just look at the answers and you do a process of
Mm-hmm.
elimination.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
Yeah,
And
That's
9 out of 10 you're going to be right.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of it is common sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so I did read the book for the driver test because I never want to feel it.
Listen, it's simple as this. You notice most Jamaicans who come here and decide to pursue higher education, they're always successful at it, no? Regardless of what level they're coming from back home.
I
Because
can
the
give you a
English
prime
system
example. I can give you a
rely
prime
more on the
example.
ability to think.
Yeah, go ahead, Tumpa. Go ahead.
Any, you know, you must know Musled and Donovan Henry from Aberfield.
Yeah,
All right?
yeah, man.
From a KC brother, them, right?
Yeah,
And Musled was basically a C minus student at KC.
yeah,
And Musled come to college. Musled was a top student.
yeah,
And because you kind of, even by the time you go fifth form at school in Jamaica, you kind of have some of your first couple of years of classes. Some of the classes you already can get through them easy, you know?
yeah. Right.
So it's when you get into the real hardcore part of it is when.
Exactly, the real technical aspect of
the last
it.
2 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and I always have this thing in my mind, said I don't know how people who go through high school to fifth form, short of no funds to go, and I get that. How come them never go on to college in the US? Because you walk in and you go, oh, not really no brain or anything, but you still have to put some work, but I never figured it out. No.
Yeah, but listen, a lot of us come here and you see the difference between here and Jamaica. You can work and you can see your way through. So once a man come here and him get a job and him start eat a decent food, him get comfortable. Because guess what? You can own a car which you couldn't do in Jamaica back then.
Right.
You can have your own place. You have to stay your mother car. That's another thing why most of us don't understand responsibility. You're all 50 and you still live at your parents' house. You're not paying rent. You have no financial responsibility. And that's a real...
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but on the reality of the situation...
You're right, Annie. You're right. You're absolutely right. And
you know how much man me buck up here with them man that waste time like a joke. Cause the man them thinks that them still there, them especially the countryman them still there, them back at the back of them parents' house are hustle. And I use them parents light and now pay no money towards
it. Moderator. Bring me back.
You're coming, Tumpa, yeah, man.
Yeah, because this can go a whole lot of.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna bring it back. Hold on.
Many directions.
Hold on, so we have to Tumpa. I'm gonna come back one point because Pembroke Hall was supposed to talk about. I only have 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we have to Tumpa. Let me continue. Go.
No, you go back one.
No, hold on. All right, Phil. You introduce yourself. Because them do that.
Yeah, man. let me first welcome the two guests, Tumpa and Danny Green, to the chat. And looking forward to sharing you guys' memories. Yeah. And as I said, my name is Philip Enne, a.k.a. Enne Fowler Philip, from Calbeck Avenue, just like Jelly in Pembroke Hall. And as you all know, Pembroke Hall is a place where once you're born and grew up there, you grew up there. You're going to hold a special place in your heart. So it's always a pleasure to have this conversation. So once again, welcome, gentlemen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so Tumpa, back one point, because we could have spent the whole day.
The whole week.
So Tumpa, when you come to Pembroke Hall in 1969, you say, first, how old you were, and tell me about your brother and sister, because I remember your brother and sister, them. Name them out for me, because I try to remember your brother and name, and tell me what Pembroke Hall was like when you come in at 69.
All right, so so starting from the eldest that you guys would have known, it was Billy, then Bumpy. Those were the two extra large brothers.
Yeah, man, some big man, them. Yeah,
man. Right.
You have
Billy, Bumpy, and then you have Gino, then Lukey, and then me.
You're the youngest one.
You're the youngest one. Then I had an older sister, Elaine, but then she then moved to Portmore. Right, and got married. She married a policeman, and so she moved to Portmore and things. So it was just us.
Yeah.
So my couple of experience. Me come from out at East Elliston Road.
Yeah, man.
Just below little KC. So KC.
Exactly.
The man, and that KC in my heart too. So me used to go over KC for all kinds of stuff. me used to walk go to Casey, cause we have cousins who went to Casey's, so we used to there Casey all the time. Right? So coming from out of east, and moving up to the suburbs, the burbs.
The burbs.
The burb.
Suburbs. So I don't there's a me on the top about there's a brother who used to live on Aqualita. I think I'm the only house in a Pembroke Hall that have a swimming pool. Named Junior Bartolo.
Bartolo, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And real uptown boy. So me now come from east, we don't know, and we have play with the ball.
Hold on, Tumpa. How old were you when you come up Pembroke Hall? What age?
Probably I was
11?
probably 9.
9, okay.
9 or
Yeah.
10.
You know, start high school yet then, yeah.
Yeah, just about to start high school, yeah. So we did know one thing, and one day we'll get in a rumpus with Junior Bartolo, man. But him a uptown boy, I think him a bad boy.
Yeah. Wanna be bad man.
Yeah, man. So the next week now to our badness, cause we grew up with Skull Gang and them,
Southside,
Remember
man.
them gang, them by them, since you come from Raytown, you will know some of them things,
Yeah.
So we did it, and them come up with it one weekend. 2 of them come up with it, and I have to put Junior Barcelona in place,
Yeah.
I don't
Teach him a lesson.
East will come from,
Yeah.
And then for me, my mom died when I was 15, going 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my house was like the free for all. My old man was in a foreign.
Yeah.
The house now, but also free for all. So me here want to talk about you grew by a village. Well, I can tell you, Danny Green grandmother, Backhead mother, Richard Bennett father, and Richard Bennett older sister. Some of the older asphalt man, them like Droughty and them man there.
Yeah.
Some of them grew me,
Mm-hmm.
help grow me and make sure we stay in place and all them way there.
Yeah. Keep on the right path.
Yeah, man, because we used to roam street and do all sort of things. So much so that them used to call me and Backhead, Duppy brother.
Yeah.
We are coming late and some midnight hours we are coming and all them way there,
No
man.
law and all that. They up on your own.
Yeah, man. And then we used to play our ball is like we used to play with a ball on like a triangle field, which part Aqualita meet.
Yeah, man. But the people come on next week. We talk about that, man. The 3 girls I might tell you about, them live right in front of the road there. But them look younger than you, Tumpa, so you know them. Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to play right there, so sometimes we'll go over the church, where they look a path, where you could have walked through that like a pathway.
Yeah, man. Methodist church.
The Methodist church.
Right.
We used to go over there so too. And then we used to go up at Queensburg and play ball too. So
Cross the gully.
Across the gully in Queensburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, bottom of Queensburg.
Yeah,
So we used to go there and play ball.
So-
Those are the 3 places we used to play.
So what I Tumpa, what you remember when you just come to Pembroke Hall at 9? What impression you get to move from over east and come to Pembroke Hall? What impression you get at Pembroke Hall?
You mean, man? Talk about, man. Some blows like they don't know east. Yeah, share room, bathroom, and everything. When we come up to paradise, what you talk about, man? You have 2 bathrooms, you have big living room,
Hold on. You say something I never have known now. Where you say the 3-bedroom house and have 2 bathrooms?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, by the time my mom finished, she had a bathroom.
Okay, I got it. Because I'm originally
Yeah,
just
man.
one
The foreign
bathroom.
money at work, Jelly.
That's right.
Right. So
right.
my house we had, so the way the house and built Pembroke Hall, at least by Annandale, and Tumpa house was like this too. If you're going to the house on the left side, you have a kitchen, and if you walk out the kitchen door, you usually have a wash sink out there, so. And we did have an outside shower and toilet in a room, so we did have two bathrooms.
Well, one of them is an outside one.
Well,
Yeah. But we didn't have that, Danny. We had the 3 bedrooms to the back of the house,
Right.
basically, and a bathroom down there, and then. My mom added on, she did run a bar and a restaurant.
All right.
Any, you probably know the little bar down from KC, 4 Elliston Road.
Yeah, man.
Kameka's bar and thing, So my mother used to run that, and she owned that and save up our money from that and added on to the house. So by the time we got into the house, all of that was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you live at Pembroke Hall, she's still around the bar, Danny. That's what I say.
Yeah, my mother was
Yes.
running the bar. So
Yeah.
my life was really what you call now, a man life basically, because
Yeah.
she used to come up every night first, right? She used to come up every night. Then she start only come up on weekends, and then she stopped coming up. So we used to,
Mm.
so enough times we used to just go around there and eat, and then she would send me up with some policeman and all them things there from the
Right.
police station there, and then with it. So after a while, I did stop go around there, cause I never like that, cause I gonna get no playing time.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah,
me
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to
come
play
up with
ball?
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, man. So me never bother go around there. So when we want food to eat now, if my brother
Mm.
then not cook our stuff, we go over Richard Bennett's house.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
on
yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday, when I don't remember which day, there's a day
Mm.
them help her cook liver, and Richard not eat liver. So
Yeah, I get more.
And that's a years.
I hear you. All right, so hold on. Let Danny come in the conversation. So,
Mm.
Danny, you didn't live near Tumpa, or you live behind Tumpa. How that it go?
Mm.
So if I jump my neighbor's back fence, oh geez, so who live across from me, Tampa?
across the Brathwaite,
Annandale. No, Panacolita.
and Aqualita, it would be
Yeah.
what the lady them, the man who drive the dump truck them. You remember him name? He never have no kids that day.
No man.
And then Brathwaite, you talk Terence
The
Brathwaite.
Terrence Brait, right. The
Yeah,
Braithwaite live, me and the Braithwaite share the same backyard. So me
yes.
jump the Braithwaite fence and then walk through them gate. Me just walk across the street and in a Tampa
Oh, I got
house.
the tip. Somebody on the other side of the street from. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Yes,
man. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
The Braithwaites live
Mm-hmm,
live
mm-hmm.
across from Tampa.
So you come up from Pembroke Hall now, Danny, and you say you have 5 brothers and three cousins. And when you say that, me can relate to that. So when we move from a Pembroke Hall, and a 2-bedroom, we have a Pembroke Hall on a Quebec Avenue. 8 over there.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so me know them numbers there. It was me and my 3 siblings and a whole heap of cousins always around the same. Auntie and cousin and
Well,
all
see,
that. Yeah, yeah,
see, that's
yeah.
the thing. So my cousin, them mother and father moved to the US, and them father come from Port Royal. So them say, well, just come live with us.
Mm-hmm.
So when we show up and neighbors say, why, a whole heap of kids that, Um, but it worked for us because the girls them share a bedroom with a couple of beds in it, and we did have shit 4 bedrooms with that in the house there. Because my mother in the front and the girls them the front were right in front of the veranda. Then you have the girls them, and then with the boys them my younger brother them and cousin them share a room, and then me and my older cousin Clinton we share a room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they moved come to the US actually after me. I think they moved but then like Clinton who actually started Calabar, he moved come to the US and go and finish high school. But it my impression of it, why when we look around and for example, Mega Calabar, my next door neighbor, them and cross the street, the kids them might get dropped off, them parents that drive them go school.
Mm-hmm.
Me I walk the
Uptown
Calabar.
life.
Me I walk the Calabar. So, we never have a car. The first car we may ever have when we moved to the US and just about to finish college really, buy a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the neighborhood though, so before Annandale, we used to live on Slipdock Avenue, of Windward Road.
That over
What
Rockford,
was
yeah.
Rockford. What's fun about that is at the end of Slipdock Road, you have the beach,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which means to go. But my mother thing with the
A
other kids, them
sea boat
don't,
beach, Danny.
huh?
A sea and a beach that.
On the beach, I see that. No, actually, no. So you have a little beach down there.
A beach
And then the
sometime the
fisherman,
Tumpa warm too.
and
Near
the fish, and
Beaumont.
then will come on the side.
Yeah,
So,
well, near Beaumont there.
Beaumont Beach,
yes,
right.
yes. So Permacal different scenario. So when me hook up with Tumpa and Richie and group, because then we talk about what 10, 11, 12 years old, we start playing up for the triangle field.
Mm-hmm.
Now when me move from Permacal, when we start first farm, I'm 5'9" and about 175, 80 pounds. I'm a
Big,
big kid.
yeah.
Big and thick, and
Yeah.
Gino,
Powerhouse.
Gina was taller than me, but Gina might weigh 150 pounds, right? And so was the other guys them who just, other than Billy and Bumpy, for our peer group, man Tumpa age group, from first to fifth farm at the same time, very few people bigger than me. So, everybody said, Danny, you play this and you anchor this, and we'd have a thunderous left foot, the only foot we used to have back then. So play ball, Saturday morning, me down a big field from 6 in the morning, and I play till 8:30, 9, it start get hot. Run home, go do my chore, have breakfast, do my chores and my mother some have to do. And then, usually after dinner, after soup on Saturday, but back down on the field, I get a play.
Yeah.
So you have people get for see Bobby Fire, see me and play. And, then first we bring in, little asphalt. Before Bobby Fire bring it, occasionally we don't go, so the shop, the plaza around the supermarket.
Yeah, asphalt, run asphalt.
Or the asphalt. And play ball with them, and look, back then, man never afraid for clap you, you get off of the ground and you have a piece of a road, and you brush it off of your skin, and
You're gone again, you get scraped up and get up again.
You get scraped up, and you're gone again, because that's just the way it was. You don't have no time, and you can't go. You want to play with big man, you have to play like big man. You can't ball.
No.
Sometimes you want to cry, but
but let me ask you to something, though. Anyone can't take this. I don't want to can't take this. You know, call the name. Who decides if you give the club the name, not the club, the football team the name Asphalt? And you go first, Tumpa. Tell me how that go.
We never know, because Asphalt existed when we
Asphalt
were
existed before we get there.
We just ended up playing for the youth team.
Oh, I got you. The name was around before on the side player.
The name was around before.
Yes.
The kind of league side before that. That is true.
Right. So me to go down. Huh?
What year you guys started playing?
So me start playing, that would be 76. So right after cold season ended.
You play a big man kind of league, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, Daddy, that's why. Why am I asked that? That's why them wouldn't even know the name come about then.
Yeah. Because
I remember the team from the 60s, the team.
But Danny, didn't you play before that on the youth team?
Yeah, the youth team, right. What year started?
Yeah, I did.
Because I remember playing on the youth team from about 74.
Around that time frame, 74, yeah. No, that makes sense, because I come here, and I play 1 year, so that's 74. Before. Right. So, and then the other guys start joining the team. And, man, Little Asphalt was so good. Remember, you have a team from Harborview, Beckenbar.
All right, me don't go talk about that to them, but you talk about that, Danny.
And the Monday.
I'll bring you some comments on that.
And we'll go Harborview, them home field. Man, we kill them. We absolutely kill that team. And that team are the best team out of Harborview, We don't know if Beckenbar was an all-star team.
Well, I can tell you the team, because let me add something, because a lot of the Beckenbar players came out of George's, and a couple of them from KC. So like Donovan Henry and Norman Henry played with the Beckenbar team. Those were from KC. But it's guys like the Robert and Peter Lee, and then you have he's a doctor now, and then you have Junior Groves from Ulmaz.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the name, the Tumpa, yeah.
So that it was they were like the team to beat in Harborview. So what was happening when we used to play them Beckenbar, because of some of the relationship we had with some of the guys, because I don't know if you remember, Henny, you probably remember this, because Casey and George's always played in a what we call all-star. So first farm all-star, second farm all-star, third farm all-star, and so on, right?
Yeah, man.
So we always play and them things, even outside of the Roper Cup. So So we used to get together with a couple of teams from Harborview, and Beckenbar was one. So we'd play home and away. So we would go there and kill them and them come up Pembroke Hall and we kill them same way.
Yep.
And we never train, you know.
Yeah.
God never train. We may
Our
run
training was flip on the liquor field, the triangle field.
Yeah.
Yeah, some scrimmage.
Some scrimmage,
Yep.
exactly.
But-
and we probably would have run sometimes to Queen Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and just come back and all and way there. But other than that, we're not really train. We just get together.
But let me ask you to understand something though. We're looking back here now, were you both of you aware of the talent that existed at Pembroke Hall at the time? I don't just take it as nothing because
Yeah, man.
and Philip asks a question to you now, I'll come to it later on. And I think about it is
Absolutely.
why despite the talent of Pembroke Hall produced, we never gone on to win or even become
Yeah,
a
not
power.
tell you-
And the national
to me, it's
title.
simple. Not tell you how simple it is. And I'm going to put it into a KC Calabar scenario.
Me know, man.
All right. If me I go play it, if me want to run track, where me I go go? You me I go go Georges?
No.
No, me I go go KC or Calabar.
Yeah.
Understand? Because you get more recognition there. Them already have the system in place to develop you and make you better. So if me a big
Yeah,
time,
the upside is
where me I go?
greater.
Where me I go if me a big time? But me I go Santos or Boys Town
Yeah,
or
Boys Town, right.
or Cavaliers.
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 Yeah.
That's part of the
Mona.
That's part of the reason why you didn't see it that way. And remember, George's one time they tried when Woolmans they win the champs for them 100-year or 200-year anniversary, whatever it was. A one-time thing them winning up, and then Calabar just run up on a winning streak, and then Casey come back and them with it, right? George's man them want to collect money for go build a track team. So I'm mad. I'm not giving a dime towards that because it's better you have a football thing and say, well, you're bringing in a one man, what can make a difference, or a two man. But for the track and field, if you notice, Calabar and KC enter just about every event.
Yeah, they need 40. It's a 100-man thing that Tumpa. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The squad's for that big and it's like
But you see that reasoning there. I don't say it now all true, but the same time, the love what Pembroke Hall people have for Pembroke Hall, you would have figured the man them would have said, boy, we want to put the community on the map. If I even one time. And that is like the puzzling factor for me. Like
because you didn't have a leader that would come there and say that.
Yeah, I think that's it come now to Tumpa. I agree with you. The vision just never there.
When you know you can go at Santos and you are coached by Jackie Bell and them things, and you know a full system in place that them already have put corporate sponsors and different
right,
things.
the structure is there.
The structure is there. So it's easier for you as a youth
And
to go there. It's kind of like when me and Bucket bring Errol Blakey to come up play for we, right? For Asphalt.
Yeah.
Blakey play one match for we and Salamila take him and play him and listen to him.
Salome, I believe.
Salamila take the man and carry the team side. You understand?
Yeah.
There's things like that.
Salome now pull contractual obligation at time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Well, that is the thing. There was none.
I always thought that Pembroke Hall would turn a corner when one time I think this was probably 74 or 75. Still Cool come up at Pembroke Hall for like a 2 or 3 week stretch. Coach the team, and I remember the man say, the talent there, all of that stuff. But it was putting it all together.
Yeah.
Putting it all together. Because, nowadays, when you say people are coach, you have your coach and you have your technical director and you have more support round it.
Yeah.
So when
Go
ahead.
Yeah, you have several areas of management.
That's
Yes.
right.
So like Calabar now, I'm pretty sure the same thing with KC and JC.
Mm.
You look on the track team, back in the 70s, you have Earl McKinley as our head coach, right? And
And
other
you have to
people.
make them know you run track too,
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I
we'll
did
get
run
to
that.
that. Yeah.
All right. So no, you have your strength training coach. You
Yeah.
have your physiotherapist that if somebody get injured, to work with that person. You have you have different coaches in it. And I think that's one of the things that Pembroke Hall, lacked. We never have that kind of technical stuff around us to say, for make the team, if you want to call it, better.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah,
three,
yeah.
there's
You
three
know,
communities. There's three
But
communities. I believe that if they had said you have to live in the area to play for the teams, and if you're bringing any outside, them limited to one or two,
Yeah.
is Harborview, Pembroke Hall, and
Harbour
Dooney
View.
Park.
And which one
Yep.
the third one, Tumpa?
And Dooney Park.
Doing the
And
park.
some
Yeah, 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 yeah,
very still ballers.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Them three communities that together produce, I think, the most baller, naturally grown baller in Jamaica. Yes, yes, I agree with that, Tumpa.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But go back to the question, Tumpa. I want to focus on said the Pembroke Hall and phone history and all of it. So, one of the weird say at the time, at the talent one at the time.
Yeah, man. Oh, you mean, man? Some of when we used to watch the man, them, man. Hey, we used to we used to love. We don't miss the Sunday football,
No, man.
The triple header.
No, man.
From the 10 o'clock match to the double afternoon match. We don't miss nothing, man. And the major league. Remember, me a man, so boy, Pembroke Hall, man, them the fight. Remember one match against Jerusalem. And the Jerusalem man, them coming out them dumb truck.
Great West, Tumpa.
Great West. Yeah, man, the Great West man, them, man. The Dango D's and them, man, right? And me say, fight broke out, and a lot of them don't know this about Chris Maxwell about temper, But Chris, me say, well, like him want to fight some brother, the next minute, me say the whole of Pembroke Hall and run out of Pembroke Hall to blood. For the Great West man, them just, trust me, man. Yo.
that come at the show.
Yeah, man. So it was, there were some great ballers locally in a Pembroke Hall. Even some of the youth baller them. You take a youth like Briscoe.
Carlton,
right?
yes.
Yeah, even Perko and Spider. The man there are some good youth ballers, And then you have a few other ones. Me here one I want to talk about. I think it was Chris talk about a thing where he said there's three kinds of people in a Pembroke Hall: the up front, the middle, and the one them in the background. But some youth in the background, even on the asphalt team, or some wicked ballers, them, Them ball was just fun for them, and it wasn't their full life.
Yeah.
Right, it's just fun and that's it. It ends there.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, them now take it to a next
And you
level.
know what that come back to was just a structure, cause you see, even seeing Bobby Fire was a man, were in the system, and them man they have a certain understanding of the game and the whole process of it. I still say I'm surprised that them man they never realize what in front of them and what them should have do with it. Because the very thing where you talk about, just even upon the triangle, them both triangle, enough youth play upon that to have talent. But them just needed somebody for open them eyes to it and make them know say this thing can, be a bigger thing for you. But no, them just play ball for fun.
Yeah, and
so the community suffer as a result of that because we never realize the true potential.
And before you comment, Danny, because Philip mentioned both triangle, and I don't know if you are aware, say, we have our triangle over Patosi and Calbeck Avenue. You know that triangle that Tumpa, Danny?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Them after jelly, that's the original triangle.
We used to walk, go around that side and go through Francis or whatever.
Yeah, through Francis, man. Right, that's me and Philip, man. Right up or Calbeck Avenue, that's yeah. So go ahead, Danny. You comment on the talent that exists at Pembroke Hall at the time when you are youth and a player.
Well, so you have guys who, we used to value and love watching them play. Balance was one. Butterdan was one. Never play as hard as everybody.
Not
a runabout bowler, brother.
Runabout bowler, brother, right. The man that play ball. No, it wasn't until, so me 15, 16, I'm play with Big Asphalt. And a game against the Dreads, them, and man, I get elbow.
Maya leave asphalt them time there.
Yeah, man, they asphalt, right.
Yeah.
And man, I kicked me in the elbow and all that stuff, and him looking full. But then that's just a juvenile come here. Him say, I tell you something. Nobody now will really no respect you, but you know, if you don't start playing tough, if a man elbow him back. If a man kick you, kick him back.
Yeah, man, put it down upon him.
A bigger man tell you that, Danny.
Danny Meyer tell me that.
Danny Meyer tell you that.
You know, yeah, him tell me that. It's upon a Saturday when I mean, so respect the man's knowledge of the game, because you know they have practice, but they play ball skins versus shirts, right?
Yeah. That identification, yeah, man.
Or not a dread versus ball head.
Yeah.
I play with Danny Meyer one afternoon, and you know the man just tell me, say, you know, when I say swing, just swing. I have the ball, you know.
Yeah.
And the man says swing, and while my left foot get there, the ball get there the same time. I understand. I say shit, you know. We need to listen to man some more. You know, but the talent of Pembroke Hall was unlike nowhere else had the talent for you know you're gonna other community and you find, you know, Dango D and you know a few others. But Pembroke Hall had some really great ballers them time there.
Yeah, man, from all over Pembroke Hall, man. I think there are 3 sections you talk about, you know, Patose, Carwin, and upper asphalt.
And asphalt,
exactly.
right.
No, I can't leave out but Pato to where them come from, because that's another set of ballers from on the side too. But Clydesdale way, yeah.
You know, so some of the first two were back and said me. I was kind of chuckle to myself, so you know, nobody upon it talk about Chaplin.
Yeah.
Remember that big dude? Chaplin was big and taller than me.
Yeah, man.
Nobody no talk about Chaplin yet.
Yes.
You know? And you watch a guy that used to streak and for a big guy. The man used to move right.
Yeah, man. No, you're good Chaplin was, you know. Real Chaplin, you know. Remember first time the field at Pembroke Hall, and we call it the Mecca of Pembroke Hall, where the bus terminals, the first field.
Yep, the first field.
That's how the Mecca to me at Pembroke Hall. And then remember them that have a wood post? The goal post was wood.
Yeah,
the original goal post, yeah. And they put up an iron post and Chaplin dent up that, you know.
Yep.
I don't know if you know that, you know.
I was at the game when you know put the post. And you look like the man take a rotten shot, and you look on her and say, "Shit, them just dent the post."
Yeah, man, yeah. But Danny and Tumpa, were you aware that Pembroke Hall won minor league in 1968?
No, I didn't until I listened to one of the podcasts.
Yep.
Right.
I did not know that.
I know why, Jelly.
Why?
Because the time when them come up Pembroke Hall, because he talk about even with Roots from the very beginning. The history of Pembroke Hall was never taught to the people who came to Pembroke Hall in the later years.
That's right.
And that's like I said, Tumpa and Danny them come later years, but them coming at the same. I never know it's still not. Me about it. Yeah, go ahead, Tumpa. Sorry.
No, I said that them wouldn't know. Cause it's like them coming at the 70s.
Yeah, 69 and 70.
Nobody not telling us anything about the history.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And you not ask neither, so you know.
You're just a lever.
And there's no.
You're just a lever.
Right, and there's nowhere it's posted anywhere to make we know. We never have a hall to post.
Right, or a club,
Exactly.
Yeah, we said okay, you can see.
That's why this important. Okay, I never know. Say you would never know that Tumpa or Danny is a Pembroke Hall one the minor league.
I never know that.
No,
Chaplin was a part of that minor league team. I think Danny Meyer was a part of that minor league team. Altamont, Doc McKenzie. And I don't know Doc. There's a picture, and I went and send it to her. I'm on the post it. With Doc, pick up the trophy.
Yeah.
Doc come back and play for asphalt, you know. If I remember that, because I go come back, right? When member was part of that team, and I know him, the asphalt man, to come on, Macam,
yeah, man.
Yeah, man, right. Lightwalker, I think I'm right. Yes.
Yeah, I think the Macam used to go KC.
I think Macam go KC and get expelled and go Veer, and that's a certain.
Veer, and then go Veer.
Yeah. But me I said them man they was original. I think Roots and Mr. Macam have a picture At the original minor league team, when I won a 68 or I think a 68. So yeah. No, at least I'm glad for no say that information there come out no because enough man never know that. So Pembroke Hall won the minor league.
I never
I
know.
want
I
to tell
never
you, I
know
got
that.
man who did it before them who don't even know that neither.
Right.
The thing as we saying, the Pembroke Hall lifestyle just nice. So I'm on just enjoy life. I'm on just live.
Aye.
No man not really doing the past. Like I said, cause more fun there for come. Man just live.
Yeah, man. Hey, me can tell you when me I play for Little Asphalt, there's times because me and Bucket used to par enough. When Wooly me and him used to par.
And hold on the Tumpa. How far you live from Bucket at the time? What gate?
I live at 58 and Bucket live at 49 Aqualita.
Oh, so just cross the road.
I live on the opposite side, a little bit down.
Down the road a little bit.
Bucket live 2 doors up from Sample, Richie Sample.
Richie Sample, another asphalt
No,
legend.
yeah.
That too, yes. Hold on, Tumpa. Richie Sample, all our brother play upon that team. What's his name again?
Yes.
Richie Sample, them call him name upon this, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Nan something. Oh gosh, what's the name again, man? He wasn't. He did that the house because that's the house we used to play table tennis.
Yeah.
We go play table tennis.
Yeah, but continue, Tumpa. Sorry, I break it out. Continue. You talk about we and Bucket. You and Bucket you talk about, yeah.
Yeah, man. So me and Bucket used to roam and play all up a ball, all about the place, you know. So that house, Bucket house, you know, as I said, 2 doors up from Sample was one of the houses there where we normally go, you know. So that when his father and his mother gone to work, that's where we go and we hang out, we play music and we do a thing and play ball. So, you know, for us it was just fun and girls was the thing, right? I remember
More Pembroke Hall, man.
Yeah, man. I remember one time we played car winner, right?
Yeah.
At my yard, still I sit down and we down there, the team down there playing now. And so me reach down there, a Chris Maxwell who play for the big car winner side now, a referee, you know. And Birdie, I coach the youth car winner thing, and then I go under too low. And so I reach on that one Birdie and tease me and say, boy, I don't got 6 when I get tonight, now 6 when I get, you know. By the time, I don't know if me and I think Richie Bennett come on late. I 3-2 them getting on them blood now. They said, Birdie want to cry. And then teeth. When I tell me carried Dwight Bogle, you remember Washy Bogle?
Yeah, man, from Washington Garden, yeah, from Calabar, Washington Garden, yeah, man, yeah.
All right, so Washy older brother used to come Georges. This is a story now, for hear this. I remind Richie about this. So, me and Dwight in a class at Georges, and we play house match against, me and him play for a red team in a house called Regis, and Richie Bennett play for an orange team called Bellamy, or Bellamine, right? And Richie put a lick on blood Dwight, you know. And Dwight get up and want to fight Richie. So I go come and push Dwight. I say, Dwight, what you do? And he vex with me, you know. He say, but Tumpa, you're up on my team and you have to defend the opponent. I say, Richie, me and Richie for Pembroke Hall, you know. You see after that, the man left the asphalt team and go play for Carwina, man. And became vexed and said, nah, play with Richie. I saw him go Carwina.
Him take it to another level.
Another level. He said, I'm not playing for an asphalt team no more. Because, you know, them time they Calabar, it was Georges, Tivoli, and Camperdown. They did do very well in our course. That's why if you notice the man inside them. We did expect Georges to start win earlier than 84, right? Remember, Georges in the 80s start win triple and all.
Yeah, with Zeddy them and Strong.
With Zeddy them and man there. So them man they just below we. So we did think that we would have start win some man in cup, but Father Ferris never liked a bunch of man and man left and go other schools, you know, man. Because I hope people don't realize Devon Lewis used to play for George, used to go at Georges. And him left and go at Trenchtown, you see. Because you have a lot of things like that go through Georges, you know. And then wait.
Me not cut you. On the nose says Zeddy dead. What do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one of them?
Christopher Zeddy.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
Florida.
I never know that. Don't they sick or something?
Yeah, man. Some form of cancer.
I never know that.
Yeah, man. Not the gleaner.
I'm gonna tell you something now that you did. I'll show you something. Me go to Chris one time because I was the president of George's Old Boys Association here in Florida, right? For several years, couple of years, you know. And we go to Chris one time and I say, Chris, I want to do Roper Cup instead of Zedi Cup, you know. Him say, Tumpa. Then no Roper Cup for the man that have more tradition, you know. Yes, me understand I do something for my father and thing, but you have to do the Roper Cup. Me write up everything, send it to the KC man, them the KC man, them love it. And we just, for some reason, we just falter. You know what end up happening? Brendan from New York called me and I tell me more I put it on. I just send them everything and them start it at New York. This is the Roper Cup New York.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like a franchise they build a
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you something. There's no other school, to me, I'm going to get flack from George's man about this all the time, as organized as KC. KC don't have a president in them old boys. Them don't advertise it that way. One man just, them just make him run it. Them not have no president. The way them operate, man, if you go for them not have to tell you when for them party, you know.
You just know.
Every first weekend in October is the KC Purple Party. When you go there, everybody there.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wanted to model things from what KC did.
Yeah.
And I was president of George because to me, when something not work, you don't need to change it enough.
Right.
You can copy it and do well, right? So that's but that's just my 2 cents. But you know, I'm get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
No, you just have to speak the truth.
You're right. No, we're not distracting ourselves with that to your ear, Tumpa. Are you not buying that enough, Phil? Because I don't know you already, so that's man mentioned Casey. Hold on. Let me ask something here. Back 1 point here, sir. Because the 2 man mentioned a man name and we can't make that slide by now. And you take the wire for us, Danny Green. You talk about the great Bobby Fire. You know? Which part of Pembroke Hall Bobby Fire used to live? And when was the first time you meet Bobby Fire?
When the first time I meet him. But pretty sure down a big field.
That's at the Mecca, the big field for you right at the bus terminus.
Big field on the Mecca. So you go down there. I put a thing to my a good friend that me and Tumpa live. We used to call him Goalkeeper Paul. Live up the street on Annandale. I mean, Mr. Paul, you know, who are the best player on Sunday when we have Corner League? And him say, he must spit out Neville, Bertie and Butter. He must spit out all of them. I said, no, Paul, you think too hard with this. The best player down on the field, and the man up on the sideline, I go, boy, I wouldn't miss the goal there, you know. Would have solid him, you know. There's no, a man can't score a goal like that for me, you know. I said, them boy, go play. Go play. So you used to have a whole mouth on the sideline.
Yeah, man.
Attack. You know, and then, you know, me and Bucket play for Big Asphalt before, you know, Tumpa, Goalkeeper Paul, you know, them time we have all the big guys there. And as I said, we're going, you know, I think I'm a second game. You remember when Ian Brown, when Blackers from Tivoli or Trenchtown, elbowed him jaw, broke him jaw, and for warp him jaw shut.
Yes.
Remember that game there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want some asphalt I've left, you know. Me. Put me in a goal. The first shot come goal, Blacker score rotten right foot past me, you know.
Yeah.
And Blacker, I live in San Attack. And the Blacker attack, we used to play with Gary Chuck and Balford Anderson. I know him attack.
Balfreed play for Asphalt.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Danny. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So you know, remember another shot. The next shot come, we tip it over the crossbar and in the corner. I'm a save it, and boy, I start feel good now. You know, I think
confidence I grew.
And then we get a ball or somebody rifle, I'm suck it in. I'm say Baba Shark a street down the left wing. I'm throw it to him and I'm running and score, win the game there. So the things that build confidence in me. Say, boy, you know, you really can't do this now. You're a little boy up on the field, but you can't do this. You know, but you have a wolf man who will play ball with, especially junior guys, will play ball with. but them wouldn't step up and go up and, for whatever, or maybe them
Right,
push in
because them not
want
have
to, I don't
somebody
know.
to inspire them.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's
I
right.
mean,
That's right. But
me, nothing, yeah.
Danny, let me just interject something there. A lot of people did not see your talent. I tell people when I talk about the other day, I tell my virgin themselves, look here, man. I wasn't no big baller, you know. I wasn't no big baller. I did fairly well upon the teams I play, but I was not big baller. But I knew my teams were good because I know I was capable. So when me know, say me have man like Danny Green, Backhead, and then man upon the side, Kenny, them the name again, run pan, and Gaga and them man upon the side. Me know what gonna do well, right? Because I was one of the least on the side. It's kind of like right. It's kind of like when I remember when Japan win the Women's World Cup. I watched and one of the U.S. commentators said, "Boy, the left back, she thinks she too good and she this and she that." I said, "Blows light." And if you don't think that she had the worst side, worst on the Japan team, they're gonna win the World Cup, and they did win.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt, and that was the same way with me on my Colts team. And even when I go to college, I wasn't one of the one where you would have come and look and say, boy, the brother that can play ball,
You're not gonna contract. You're not gonna contract.
I don't play with player, but when the game done, you're gonna see who have the most assists. It's usually
You're integral part of the team, but you're not.
right. But most people wouldn't recognize that, and that's how we end up playing with Sally Miller and end up playing a Jonestown and all them with Backhead and Carp and Blakey and them man there. You understand? But so when Danny to me was a big time all rounder. Any place on the field you put Danny could play well. Not just average at it. Even in the goal.
Yeah.
You understand? So that was the thing,
So
with our team.
So you start out in the goal, Danny. So when you start play out and tell me about how you finally meet Bobby Fire, because Bobby Fire to me was a legend in Pembroke Hall and opened up as coach, a big time coach in my mind. But go ahead.
Well, so Bobby Fire just see me down at the field I play. And him know some other caliber and him hear some I play Coles football. The first thing him look and people somebody like me and say, well, boy, you're too old to play Coles.
You want to take a H paper. Yeah.
No, and when you share with them, say, well, I'm only 15 So me always look when people ask me about Pembroke Hall kind of league, I'm say, well, but consider that the over 21 team, the big team over 21, and them say, and you have 15 and 16 and a play upon that. I'm say, well, yeah, but it's big enough for do that size wise,
physically.
Physically, I'm bigger than them. It's like me go college and my do 55 meter hurdle. Them have intramural track and field between inter-dorm competition.
Yeah.
And me I see the brother them. Me the only black dude in the race, and all the white guys. I said them I laugh. I'm gonna find out after them look when I say, well, this big ass football player, American football player walk on the hurdles. So when me come off of the last hurdle, I come off the second to last hurdle. So I win. And a brother walked up to me and he said, damn, you're a big dude to go over a hurdle. You must have done this before. I said, high school Jamaican. Go, oh, so you do know how to do this. Well, you think that joke?
Yeah.
So when you look at my size, for me not tower height wise, but
laterally.
Me left fifth farm. I'm at 6 feet tall and weigh 205 pounds.
Well, tell them you had a nickname, Danny.
Oh, well, which one?
Fisherman Green.
Fisherman Green.
Fisherman Green.
So when we used to live at Rockford, we used to love go fishing. And my cousin, the three cousins, moved from Pembroke Hall with us. Then we used to live at Port Royal. So anytime, any game, you see kids them nowadays, you say the kids them that they use them wear flip flop and socks.
Yeah.
Well, me always wear my sandals everywhere I go. And back and look for me one day. So I look and down every time I see me wearing fisherman shoes.
Yeah.
And then just stick with with the
Fisherman.
fisherman green.
Yeah.
You know, no matter where I go, you know, unless
Flip
I go
flop.
party, them I get dressed up.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah.
Hey,
but
Danny, how many transition from the youth team to the big team other than you and Bucket? I don't remember any that were
or just
consistent.
for asphalt or just me and bucket.
From right, I don't remember anyone that was consistently there. You know, a couple of us might have played one or two games, but I don't remember. You know, I know
Yeah. So
Kenny played, right? Kenny played.
Kenny played like the third year I played for the team
Yeah, Richie Kenny,
because
Richie
yeah,
Kenny.
Richard Kenny. Um, and at the time, Richard him played for Wolbers and lived
Yeah,
topside of Annandale, just below the triangle field up there.
Mm-hmm.
But him father was really strict
yes.
and him not really play ball in the Pembroke Hall so much. You know, him will come out and play for the triangle field.
Triangle
But him
sometimes.
never play for none of the big team them. So, you know, my try for digging up my memory said, did Peter Grant ever play Corner League?
Yeah, man. Peter they play
So,
with Patosi, I thought a couple of times.
you know, so a person like Peter, you know, when in he days in high school, the man that shouldn't have played major league for Pembroke Hall, you know, but he never play. You know, Pregs now
Remember,
when
he had left and gone down in a Jonestown too, you know, like me and Bucket. Him. They used to play down at Jonestown. I don't know if he ended up playing on any of the jungle side, them, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Pembroke had more talent than we say. Cause them
Yeah,
never.
Yeah, man. All right. There was a brother who used to play with we, right? He had two cousins. He had some cousins live right up at the top of Annandale. Annandale close, I think it is
Yeah,
near.
towards the gully.
Yep.
Was good. There
About
were
to go.
two brothers there. Two brothers there. I think them Mikey Nunes.
Yeah,
Or
remember Mikey Nunes, man. I don't remember. I know the face, make me look at the face, but I can't remember her name. Just
Mikey had a cousin named Gaga,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yes.
Gaga. And Gaga the name Gordon Phillips, I think.
Him they go KT.
Got KT.
yep.
And Gaga became, Gaga was a brother who had mad skills. So him did it
The talent was just unbelievable.
yeah, man, he was on the asphalt side. And then when Dreads come now, him go and play for the Dreads, big team. You see, him go play with the Ethiopian 11 or whatever them call themselves, you know? Yeah, so, but Gaga was a wicked baller. And the captain, so for us in our era now, you have Gaga, Captain KT, you have Lancer there, Captain Camperdown,
Camperdown.
you have Skelly Campbell, Captain
Calabar.
and Skelly
Right.
used to live across from Buckhead, basically. So Skelly them used to just below.
Skelly was related to Dirks.
Yes,
That's Dirk's younger brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and Skelly used to play center for asphalt.
And for the record, Tumpa, I could call Dirks right name here. Winston Dirks Campbell, because I'm on that year, so I wouldn't. And what's Skelly name? Skelly right name. Michael name.
Howard Campbell.
Howard Campbell, right. Go call the man.
I know. Remember, say Pregs used to go Calabar, you know, up until Fort Farm.
Yeah.
And you got Steds. You got Veer, Veer.
No, but yeah,
Veer. Man, Chris Max did have Veer at the same time, I think. Yeah.
right. And then when them leave school and them come out the US and Perks come back to Jamaica and you go, shit, the training and stuff, you know, Pregs buffed up, you know, fill out.
Yeah, muscular.
Even look scarier when my charge come to you because you know this big dude, you know, so what play ball down on the field and you know, Pregs are coming and sometimes you see man run off of the ball, you know, just run off the field because I know the Pregs are come.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man, I don't remember Pregs for Danny. And I know that Pregs usually take some rat to a punch, you know. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
So I never ran about that Tumpa. The 2-punch Pregs specializing in that.
No man, that wasn't thing. That was
Yeah, man, because you to score enough goal like that.
All right, so you know, so Birdie is married to Preg's sister.
Sister, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Birdie is Glendon Curry, right? And Birdie used to play for Car Wiener. And then you have Birdie brother. They have a sound system named Black Terror.
Black Terror. Black Terror.
or something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
And then my brother them they have a sound system called Super Soul.
Yeah.
Right. And then it became Renaissance, and Ian Brown took over with Renaissance. I don't know if that have anything to do with Delano and Renaissance now that's there.
Correct, that Renaissance. You know, I've wondered about that, but
Yeah.
you know,
By
Yeah.
the way, I can mention something right as I talk about Carolina, man. Earlier today, before the start, boy, for Alanats called me and said, "Oh no, no, Arilo,
Harry who?
Arilo, yeah, from Carolina, yeah, because I try line him up and Alanats said, boy, in pass on,
Dr. Lou?
yeah. I mean, if I the one that the doctor,
Yeah, man.
a two brother of them, Arilo and what other one name? Arilo's the one of them." But Alan called me and tell me, say, the man, when me the one get on, Arlo pass on earlier this week from a heart attack, I think him said to me. Yeah, Alan called me little before that Patrick Ingleton from Patose, when he come on. I don't know if you hear that conversation yet, but they called me.
I did listen to that.
Yeah.
Well, I just like Danny text me and said, boy, I'm here, so Richie Sample had a stroke.
You know, me hear about that too. I heard about that too, you know. Tumpa, I heard about that too.
But I don't know if it's a recent one because I know he had a stroke long time ago. Because when I was with him at Champs, right? You know, when we go at Champs, you know, is man like him, Pregs, Birdie, Raleigh Briscoe. Them man, they were hang out with a Champs.
Yeah.
Christmas. You have the Pembroke Hall section at Champs.
Right, and then after Champs now, them play a football match up at Calabar. Right, on Sunday. So we go up there and we know you on the talk about Gilly Chang.
Yeah.
Anybody talk about Gilly Chang?
Yeah, man. Roots start about him early now on the podcast. And Gilly Chang, because Gilly Chang was on a Calabar team there with Skelly.
Right. No, after
Skelly, year when them win, 7-7 with Nangle. Yes.
Nangle and Aki.
And Aki Peter Atkinson, yes. The year Calabar win, yes. And Dell in a goal.
So that's the year after Brody left.
Yeah, they'll get a Taylor keep, yes.
Correct. Keeping the goal.
Right, that's right. So at them Monday, and as I said, we'll go up the Saturday, and I think Gilly Chang wife is somebody from Pembroke Hall.
Yeah, man, Gilly Chang, you know Tony guy, Wilsey.
Okay,
Wilsey's sister, man. Wilsey's sister, yes.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Danny, there was a girl who used to live in a Pembroke Hall. We used to call her Tweety. And I think Buckhead brother, Lance Joti, used to date her one time before Donna Fonseca or somebody there date. Or maybe Buckhead himself. I don't know. Tweety. She used to go, I don't know why I'm thinking she used to go Meadowbrook too.
What's your name, Tumpa?
Can't remember the name.
What the nickname where you call?
Tweety. We used to call her like Tweety Bird.
You know the thing with man and woman. Woman remember nickname, but I remember the woman. Woman had a nickname to that.
Well, me and Tumpa that talk about is I need one goalkeeper Paul. And we say, we know a nickname. So Spider. I play with Spider for all the time and in the Pembroke Hall, I'm gonna know Spider.
Spider name. Spartacus. Anybody know Spartacus' real name?
No.
That one do I forgot dig deep to the archives.
Our brother will play, he will play for Little Asphalt, we call him Brockers.
Yes. And Brockers have, you don't know Brockers, right? And Brockers have a younger brother to Little Brockers, yes.
Yeah, to this day, I don't know
Brockers, we call him, one day we play, when you and then come in at the Corner League, the youth Corner League, right? With Gervin, as I say, and Paul Norton and Rowan Russell and all of them Monday. Come. We play them that's the one match we need for either draw or win. And Asphalt win the league, youth Asphalt. And Brokers, a ball come over to Brokers in the top side of the field where the field smaller. The goal, at the goal, where the field, our field not really leveling, same size,
Right.
Up to the bus stop, the field, the goal up there, the field up there is narrower,
Correct.
Yeah.
He said, Brokers lay down on a ball, and it goes a boom, and when him lick it, the ball go over the crossbar, He said, Brokers, you never just chest the ball in the goal, why you have to do that here, Tumpa is a art a lot more me the one
Hold on. When I talk about nickname, I remember for asking, Tumpa, where you get your nickname from? And then Danny Green. Tell me you get the nickname Danny Green.
All right, so the same guy what Danny talked about, Terence Brathwaite.
Yeah.
Who used to live in front of me. Terence was a table tennis player and chess player. And him have a younger sister, you know. Nice girl too. So him used to, my calf them did huge. So my always come him said, Tumpa, your calf them ticky, man. And so it just stick.
Yeah.
Backhead lick him head one day and him said, boy, I'm gonna lick my backhead. So it's him was him lick him head back.
Head back, right.
But what's some guy the nickname? Yeah. I know when they talk about him last week, Messi what I brother, Ray Wilmot.
Real, yeah,
Yep.
man.
I go ready to go Calabar to probably the same time go with him with Danny Danny
Man.
Green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Hold on,
Yeah, man. Me
Real
know
good.
Reina, man.
I read talk about Bucket. Yeah, Ray the pan program last week. Me and Phil interview with Ray. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know, we'll get to the Salamilla side, Leeds, because Messi didn't play on that side at all. But have a Ratchet side, man. Every team will beat up some enough score, man.
Yeah, man. But so Danny, tell me how you get a nickname, Danny Green.
Well, it's kind of funny. Well, I really don't have a nickname. You know, it's my given name at the time we were Calabar was Dennis Green up until Calabar. You know, and we reconnect with some of my some of my younger siblings. A brother from Bolline, Jordan said, Danny, and when we go Calabar, everybody know me as Big Green because we have Philip Green and Peter Green in a second farm, and so me a Big Green, and my brother in a second farm say, Danny, man, you come on the street cars, man, you meet this guy. Look for me and say, I'm pretty sure I'm brother got Calabar, the older brother. So I go down and I walk down the street and I say, hey, man. And I say, and him smile. And I say, boy, I'm not to meet him now, my brother that. You know, so my green spell on my birth certificate spelled Green. I'm there over my mouse one day and I see him book and it says Green.
Yeah.
I say, oh, somebody screw up your name. I say, no, that's my given name. Well, that's my father's side of family as Green. But for my birth certificate, it's Green. So we go to my mother and talk to her, and she said, she don't know. Them come from St. Mary, so what they must did, she did them screw it up at, was it St.
Yeah, but that was common practice at Jamaica.
Oh, absolutely. So the question was, you know, is that birth register? I think that was in a Spanish town at the time. Or did my mother say, well, my father named Green, so the assumption was Green. You know, and then for coming out, you know, so my grandmother said, let fix all of that. And my mother last name was Taylor, so Taylor, you know, Taylor it is. But everybody, you know, so my side of my father's side of the family, everybody know me as Donovan. But anybody who grew up at Pembroke Hall, our school would be know me as Danny. Because that's what everybody called me. Danny, everybody called me. No, if in other country, you know, them call me Dennis, then me know said none of them don't know. Them are new people. You know, because that's what they put my driver's license. But everybody, you know, so my older sister, she named Paulette. But our nickname is Don. I have nothing to do with our name, but I just Jamaica is, you know, Don. You know, and I just so anybody who know me, you know, it's like me and Tumpa sponsor some of the high school baller them from Georgia's come up, and me, Tumpa, and I'm dropping his name. We take them go dinner one evening, and the principal. You know, I keep saying Tony, and she said, why you keep calling him Tony? Said, because we know him as Rudy. You know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how that happened now. When me I come take common entrance now, me never ever know my name Rudolph, you know, gentlemen. It's when me I go take common entrance and them ask me for bring in my birth certificate to take common entrance. And me give them the birth certificate. Rudolph depend that. So them say, oh, come your name Anthony. And Anthony was on my baptismal paper, and that's what I used to go to primary school. It just
Yeah.
says Anthony Kameka. My birth certificate don't have any Anthony on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a Rudolph Reginald, because my father is German descent. That's
Yeah.
how the
Mm.
name. So me have two German first name, Rudolph and Reginald.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see?
No.
So,
I,
Yeah, Hitler boy.
oh no.
you know, I could even share a story of beyond that for what I do. So I'm a research chemist, right? And what point I work for. So I live in Myersville, Maryland, which is right next to Frederick. And there's an installation over there called USAMRID, which is the Army's Infectious Disease Research Unit. And to get that job now, I have to have a secret clearance.
Yeah.
And so you fill out the form and you submit it. I'm gonna get a call from an FBI agent saying, "Oh, we need to talk to you because you have to explain all this shit to us." Your
A lot of
father, your mother,
discrepancy.
your father is green, but your last name is T, and I have to go through all of that stuff. And it was just funny,
Yeah.
you know. So at the end of the process, the guy said, "So, um." Secret, yeah, get clearance. And I don't say anything that stop you from clearance. He said, but let me ask you, so you hold allegiance to America or Jamaica? And I said, well, depends on which part of Jamaica you asked me about allegiance to.
Mm.
I said, right now, when it comes to track and field and Jamaica football World Cup, America can't get that from me.
Yeah.
America can't get that from me. And him smile, him say, given the stuff where the Jamaican track and field team have done the last
Mm.
years, he said, I understand that. He
Mm.
said, you have to give me that.
No.
So, it was just,
Yeah. Go ahead, Danny.
go
Finish
ahead.
up. Yeah.
No, so it's just funny and ironic, some people know you by certain name, but for the people in Pembroke Hall, everyone I'm play with, it was always Danny Green.
No,
Even
me
though,
relate this one quickly because I know exactly what I'm talking about. When I start this, and I tell we don't know, so I start to talk about Meadowbrook first. And one day Mulla called me. I don't know Mulla.
Mm.
I don't know Mulla
yes.
by this name, Mulla. And Mulla reached out to me and it said Michael Garden. I have even sent it to Philip, say, who named Michael Garden? Because I guess I don't know. Mulla, at the same problem, Mulla have no Mulla wife used to come to Meadowbrook. And she hear the podcast and she said, come listen to Glaister. And Mulla said, who that? Him don't know no Glaister at all. I when he remember voice, I said, I Lance that. So I know exactly.
All right.
That's why I see my do the introduction in a Tumpa. I just call the name when different name where
But
everybody
yeah,
might know me as. Yeah.
I
So,
think, like I said, I think that have to do with the fact that we never really take formality serious in Jamaica.
no, man.
Especially, and it's a proven fact because you see right now, you see what Daniel talk about is the same thing with even like birth paper and them thing. There's a lot of people who have errors on the birth certificate, a lot.
That's right.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
even my mother, her birth paper have on a different time of birth and date of birth than what she officially
That's right.
is.
That's right.
Because, like I said, it was no checks and balance as far as I can say. Because a lot of error was made where those things are concerned and a formal thing that.
So what you
That's
say?
right.
What not say
But
to
we
me?
just don't believe in formalities.
What not
Like
say to
you
me?
meet
No.
a man. It's like you the amongst a set of man right now. Say you're the amongst me and some other man, and a man there, and a man introduce the man via him nickname. You just take that and run with
And
it. You
left
don't
with it.
even
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when real name?
You know,
That's
busy
right.
that at
That's true,
all.
man.
So what not say to me? And hold
Exactly.
on. What not say to me? And I say Obama never have to show a birth certificate if he might run for Jamaica.
Oh, man. Nothing special to the
Well, if Obama was Jamaican and them get on him case, well, exactly. Man, just suck out your man and that your man get. What the blood fire ask me for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what are the top up?
Look, my uncle, in there at the airport, that JFK, and him there since 1962.
Yeah.
And the brother looked at him and said, Mr. Green, you've been in this country for a long time. You ever consider become a citizen. I said, no, I want to come. I say, man, but if you become a citizen, you can vote. I said, but I don't want to become a citizen. I come a citizen. And the brother there at the immigration booth, and the man harassed for about half an hour, you know. Uncle Rennie take him green card and throw it at the booth and say, go suck out him. Man, go suck out him, mother. Sit right. Him wife, what side I wait for him in the car now? My uncle get on the next flight to go Jamaica and never come back in the country. You know, and you have people like that said, you know, no man, you know, they just we don't want to do that.
No. So Tumpa, you know what? The question about wait name there now, Bobby Fire. Which part exactly a Pembroke Hall Bobby Fire to live?
All right, so Bobby Fire, as I said, you know, keep in mind, you know, me I'm not a big baller. So Bobby Fire wouldn't even know me.
Yeah.
You understand? It's Lance Adair. Lance Adair was instrumental. I'm not telling something, but what I like what Fowler said is there's really well, I felt this way. The elder players them did really look out for it, especially Lance Adair. He's the one that brought me to play on the big team in my bucket, you know, and that was more of a fill-in. It's not like say boy would I be a regular player like Danny and Bucket and you know a couple of the other guys that who played, right? I was just substituting when them shorter players and things like that, right? But that's how I would meet. That's how I would meet him, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fill-in, right? But he also know my brothers and stuff, you know. So
you older brother them, yeah.
As a Kameka and them, there's not so much knowing me as a baller. You understand? So that's how me didn't know Bobby Fire.
So Bobby Fire live on Anandira, I'm living on Kane Current.
I don't know why I'm thinking Covey or Kane Current. One of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Bobby go ahead, Danny. It's only get us something.
I think him used to live down the street from Mikey Fox.
And which road that?
No man, over the Kane Current way, man.
Kane Current, okay. I got you. A man I tell me say Ian Boy used to live at Kane Current. I didn't know if he lived there so long. Ian Boy used to do profile.
Yeah,
man, in pass
last year. Me hear that right. Recently passed. Yeah.
I never hear about whether or not you know Cleveland and Stevie. Did the Brownies them live at Pembroke Hall?
You know, say all that talk about some musician, you know, that are Alanat, that are Ingleton. So we talk about some musician, but I don't think Stevie and Cleveland that talk about. I don't think Stevie and Cleveland talk about.
I remember the concert that they did in Pembroke Hall, right? They did a rendition of Hey That Girl, You Did Something to My Chemistry. And Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? Brownie. They didn't name Brownie Brunch is what them did name actually. Brownie Bunch instead of Brady Brunch. Bunch them name Brownie Bunch. And they did a rendition of that song. And them tear up the concert. I don't know if you don't remember say there used to be a summer camp in a Pembroke Hall secondary school, you know. You didn't know that?
No, I don't. You tell me news I know Tumpa, I don't.
Every summer, man. Hey, and I tell you, it's a girls thing again, you know.
Of course.
So we used to go to the summer camp over there, and then you used to have you go in some of the class, them provide lunch, and then you have outdoor activities also. But why me and Bucket them used to go down there? The girls, like I used to have some girls come back to Pembroke Hall from foreign, the way Danny would come back for school.
Summer, yes,
They would come back for summer. So man, we meet so much girls. Every say one of them come in here and cause some dirty bad word. You know, a Yankee approach, you know, because me and Bucket I put on two of them, you know, and one of them. Yeah, man. So they used to have summer camp there, man.
That's what when I secondary school.
At the Pembroke Hall secondary.
Yeah.
It start like 8 o'clock in the morning and finish like early afternoon.
I never know about that at that.
Yeah, you know the classroom them for activities. And then you have outside, they play football, you do things outside, you know, games outside.
And before we get back to the football, Danny, since I mentioned that, I know, you mentioned, say, Dennis Brown and Tumpa did mention, say, Dennis Brown used to live at Pembroke Hall and some musicians.
Yes.
Nine used to live in front of Adair them.
Oh, 90. 90 music.
90
Wellness.
90 Wellness, okay.
Producer, yeah man, the producer.
Man.
So an
Dennis there sing
Aqualita,
to him.
Studio one.
Aqualita, and because of that, Dennis Brown used to live
Anglesey.
no man,
Him and him man.
before that, he used to live Bonnie Aarons. He used to live down Aqualita.
No, up
Bonnie,
on the other side, Danny, which part 90 did there. So he used to live with 90. He used to live in a 90, right in front of Adair them.
Adair, right.
Yeah, right in
But,
front of
but,
Adair them.
but before that, he moved over Bonnie
Yeah, he used to hang
Aarons.
over Bunny because Bunny and smoke the weed. Bunny and one of the
Weed.
original weed man.
Exactly. And then on Annandale now, right next to Simon, Rochester House. Me and my mother come from the supermarket one day and me her say, hey, what go on Coxon? Coxon dad. And them stand up and them talk. Him say, hey, what go on tea? And them talk for a while. And so me I walk over and I say, you know Coxon? The man was one of the quietest man who lived in Pembroke Hall. A lot of people never even know something about Pembroke Hall. And I say, you know Coxon? It's a big time producer that, Studio One.
And the Studio One around the place, yeah.
Yeah, and she laughed and she said, yeah man, me and him go school together.
and then you'd have the what name there over the
Junior Tucker across the street.
yeah, you'd have Junior Tucker, Sharon Tucker.
Yep.
Right? And
where the wholeness of music live, Cynthia and our brother name again.
Oh, Slash.
Slash. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike is Slash, yeah.
Carawina,
Carawina.
Carawina, right.
Carawina, yeah.
Yeah, because the younger brother, Norman, me and him was classmate at Calabar from first to third farm. And Bongo was older, Michael Slash older, in a fourth farm, I think, third or fourth farm. But when the man leave Pembroke Hall, like most of the kids, them gone for good.
Yeah,
them not come back.
Yeah,
for various reasons.
Mike is here in Florida, and he was the president of the Calabar Old Boys Association here in Florida.
Right.
And Cynthia had passed.
He passed away, right?
Yeah.
Right. She married to thing there now. When named there up at the club there, Pan Red Hills Road.
Oh, Rock Club?
No, man.
Turntable.
Turntable.
Oh, Meritone, Blake.
Yeah, Meritone, yeah.
Kingston Blake.
Yeah, Blake, brother. Yeah.
And then my brothers, it's interesting. There are a couple of things I'll tell you about my house, So my brother, the big one, Billy, used to go Kingston Tech. The Kingston Tech man, them and stats man, them, talented on these things, technical stuff.
Yeah.
Them used to build amplifier and them things of the Emperor Theatre and a lot of Studio One people, them all sort of people. And then
Emperor Theatre was from on a COVID top.
Right. So they used to build amplifier for them and them way there. And then for Winston Blake, them used to always up there fixing him equipment and them for him, And then Jingle Bells now, my mother now used to take people off a road when them name it. Before Jingles get large, Jingles used to live with me at Pembroke Hall.
That's Skateland, Jingles.
Jingles from Skateland. When Jingles lived with me, Jingles used to work at Skateland. Never own it yet.
When write name again? I'll
tell you, Clinton.
Something like that, yeah. Can they run?
Clinton Lindsay, I think, or something like that.
Clinton David,
yes, Tumpa, yes. Yeah.
He used to live at my house.
So Jingles used to work at Skateland before he started running the place.
Yeah, man. Since he was an instructor there, and he used to manage the place for I think it was a China guy that owned it.
Yeah.
One time all when a couple of actors used to come down, my name Richard Roundtree, the other actor that come down there and do one of the James Bond movie or something in there down there. And it was always at Skateland and hang out with Jingles. And when my brother Billy died, I go check Jingles. And when I come down, I used to go check Jingles all the time. I'm going to go check him and tell him about Billy when Billy died. I'm thinking him say, boy, Tony. As Danny said, when people call me Tony, they know me long time,
Yeah.
Boy, yeah, I'm saying, boy, I'm mad with him, I'm mad with him, because I'm going to bury my father, and if I ever bring him down here, I make see him and thing,
Yeah.
But it's when me going there, man, a George Pang, me see him there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Jingles, give me two of the cassette them. Them time they have some serious cassette, you know them always
Yeah,
have a skate man.
dance.
Yeah, so give me some cassette and thing. I'm just leave George Pang and them man there, you
One
know.
time Jingles did a run as a sacrificial lamb down at West Kingston.
So
Yeah,
Jelly, you
Yeah,
see, say
yeah.
the man a real bad man.
Oh,
You see the man association.
oh,
That is.
Tumpa Yata, yeah. No, man, Tumpa give me
The man,
credit.
yeah, man, the
okay.
man, them a real bad man, man. The man, them have
No,
Hey,
some
no, man, you
powerful
know.
linkage.
Hear this, you know. Hear this, you know. Hear this, I know. Part of the reason why I didn't want to play football at Pembroke Hall too much is my brother, one of my brother, Bumpy. It's when me I played on a Pembroke Hall field. Bumpy sit down there with him last, a sharpening last. Danny can tell you.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Bumpy sit down a sharpening last down there. So a lot of times when me I play, me not tell my brother them.
Got
You just come.
Yep.
problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Any a man tackle me too hard, man.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, Tenet, Blood Knots, Tenet, Palmer, or what I'm
Dennis
on.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Tenet Palmer. Then my Bumpy, you know if you remember Bumpy. Bumpy was one of the first man at Jamaica was shave him head, you know. Remember from
Yeah, man,
Yep.
cut off him here. Yeah, 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 yeah.
remember Bambino in the movie there with Buck and the Preacher. What the other one did name? Terence Hill and thing there.
And no, yeah, that man. Trinity, the Trinity movie them.
Trinity, yeah. So
Mm.
so Bumpy shave him head and they I steal them one day on the Blood Knots. Tenet Palmer go mess with him. Bumpy drag him down the stairs, I tell you. Because Tenet used to love make trouble, you know.
Yeah, man. Same as
Yes,
that.
that's how I said it. That's how I said
Well,
it.
even though
Make
it's still
trouble.
to be bad man.
Yeah, yeah,
Then I
yeah.
thought, then him up
Yep.
one day me I tell me, hey, one night me I come home, me and Dopey brother back I come home one night from Queensbury. And when I reach my yard, you know, some floodlights just turn on for me and say, I'm a boat, me think a man I come to kill me or something, I'm a boat me and back here run. Then me hear brother say, Tumpa. I mean man. Go back there and say, a guy named Tyrell. Named Lyde. You remember Lyde? Paul?
Yes, the soldier brother. This is soldier brother.
Lyde, so Senate beat up Lyde one time.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Lyde look like sad sack. And Lyde go join the army for Stenet. And the night there, when Lyde frightened me the night, he said the next day them find Stenet beat up. Lyde and them soldier man friend them come beat up Stenet.
Well, so the one bad boy thing, you know, remember what if I remember Tumpa from Pembroke Hall, Tumpa shot and thick,
Yeah.
you know. So me come back down from Connecticut one school
No,
when
man,
we
you
start
come back down from foreign.
from foreign,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Yes.
Cosmos come for play
That's right.
Santos.
Santos.
Yeah, man. New York. 74 that. 74 that. Yes.
Mm.
When Billy Perkins
So
put Pele on the cycle
but Billy
track. Yeah.
Perkins, right.
Yeah.
And me, Tumpa and Bucket are going to game. And although we have money, you know, Tumpa's like, no, man, we're not paying a bus fare. But jump on the back of the bus, me straight away.
Mm.
I think we pay for going out in the bleachers, but we all know say what we want to do, you
Advance.
guys talk about everybody want to beat the grandstand.
Yeah, man. I forgot. That's how the tradition, man. They don't bleach that, but they often up in a grandstand because different quality girl there grandstand, man. Yes.
Absolutely.
Aye.
Absolutely. You know, you go grandstand and you see the Holy Childhood and
Yeah, man.
the Saint Hughes.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah,
The
man.
Burbs girls.
find Trenchtown High School girls in the stand.
No, when you go a grandstand, if you're big thing that, man, you're official lesson, oh, man. Yeah, yeah.
You know who else used to do my house too? Muta Baruka.
Mutabaruka. Yeah.
Oh, really, yeah?
Yeah, so Muta, you know, I know him as Alan Hope, so that's how I know him.
Yeah.
So him used to live. As I said, my mother used to make.
Hey, my name was Alan Oaks.
Alan Hope.
Hope, H-O-P-E.
Hope, H-O-P-E.
Yeah.
Oh, Oak, Alan Oak.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Tumpa, yeah.
Yeah, man. So Alan, when him used to do that, so when after Jingles moved out now, Alan used to live in the same room where Jingles did live. So Alan used to stay with us. Because him and my brother them used to go Kingston Tech, as I say, you know?
Yeah, I remember Muta used to go Kingston Tech. Yes.
It's all of that Kingston Tech connection, you know? Me even have some picture where one of them send me. And then we there. And then you have the Scotch boys them now. When we used to go at Skateland now, we used to wait to come home with my brother from JBC when I worked with JBC. Because my brother was part of the team that brought color TV to Jamaica.
I remember that too. I just said that I remember that. My old man used to work at JBC,
1982.
At Tumpa. My old man used to work at JBC, I just said that I remember. Yeah, man. Mr. Prince.
Yeah, we used to go there, go watch them play table tennis because they have a wicked table tennis team at JBC. So Courtney Jackson, who was part of the Scotch group, was a big time table tennis player. You see, and him used to hang out at the house too, So he never did live there, but them used to come by the house, Cause I must say my brother them was the house set at Skateland for a while, and so on, and things. So even one time when the Dells come to Jamaica, so I dare them used to keep enough party, and we used to keep enough party. And the Dells are come party at my yard, and them start down at Adair, and then Lance have to send them up to our house and say, no man, and the Kameka them up the road up there, so
Yeah.
So but as I said, my house, because my dad wasn't there, and then my mom died young. The brother them just take over the house.
But Tumpa, for the record, how much older was your brother? How much your older brother was than you? What is different between the two?
So Billy did still there at Kingston Tech when they had George. So it might be 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
4,
And Billy was the oldest one?
Yeah.
Okay, I got
it. Oldest of the boys.
Oldest of the boys, yeah.
Oldest of the boys between the union and my dad and my mom.
Okay.
My mom had an older son who was actually, his father is actually Vincent Chin from VP Records.
Yeah.
But him disowned him,
Yeah.
And my father adopted him.
Yeah.
And so he's but he was living in the US. And when my mom passed, he came back to Jamaica, and him and my brother him and Bumpy, I should say, couldn't get along because him want to come back and take over the house, and Bumpy said, no, I'm here run things. No, you can't come back. Come back here. Even remember the Snape's Bakery?
Yes, man. Down at Pierce Street Road at the school.
All right, so that Pierce shop, that man was work on the ship with my father. My father was the head chef, and him was the baker for the cruise, the Carnival Cruise Line. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a long time Carnival Cruise they both at some ancient time them they were talking about.
Yeah, man. That's how that Mickey Aronson, I think, was his name. And remember, his name did end up. The father actually did own the Miami Heat. You see.
Yeah.
Family that owned
so when you talk about a little history and how ancient times. So me and Tumpa graduated 1978. And I get together with my classmate the next March. And in 1973, we start high school. So come next year, that'll be 50 years.
Years since you left school.
Correct. So we start the journey as friendship. Me and Tumpa, when I got college, probably senior year, we lose touch for a while.
Yeah.
But me knows that we can pick up the phone and call Tumpa or call Paul. And I we see each other yesterday. And talk,
And Luke used to live with Danny, Luke used to live with Danny in Connecticut.
Right.
That's your brother.
Yeah, the one. He was 1 year older than me.
Yeah.
He used to live with Danny in Connecticut.
I'm gonna tell the truth. So Luke come. I'm gonna tell when I tell goalkeeper Paul. Luke, come up, come visit me, and my grandmother says, so Luke, where are you? Say, no, I can't find a job, and I go off my freshman year at college, and Luke, we find him a job in a Stamford, and the weekend Luke come up, I have a single bed in my bedroom, and Luke pull out a sheet. And I go up on the floor. I said, look, where are you? So I just get a pillow and sleep on the floor. I said, why, you mad? No, man. And we have a bed right there. So and Luke sleep on a single bed. My sister, I'm upstairs. Man, I have double bed where I can sleep. We just have a single bed because we're a smaller room. I said, no, man, you sleep on the bed with me. And when they go off to college, Luke in my room, and I think somewhere around October and November, I'm come home. Late October, November, I'm come home, and yes, Luke move back go to New York. Disappointed because then I know so Luke I will probably start run some bandula stuff.
Yeah. I go up on the wrong side of the road.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
look, I run some bandula stuff, and you know,
Well, hey, Danny, I want to hit some other people unless you have another route you want to go, Lance.
no, go on.
No, you may go ask about this at Tumpa because you mentioned Blakey, and Blakey's a legend. Me never know say you carry Blakey come up from Pembroke and Salimita recruit him out of hand in the pocket. Go through that story in terms of say what year you carry Blakey and what age group that was. Because this is before Blakey get bigger camper down and jungle.
It was already big, but it was a youth, you know?
Yeah.
So, all right. So when we play a camper down, and I think we did beat them. I think the 2 years we play cool, 75, 76, and 76, 77, I think.
Yeah, hold on. Before you mention that, I'm going to mention this because you did play with John Barnes as we mentioned in the introduction. Which year did you play with John Barnes?
75, 76.
And how good was he at the time when you see him play? You didn't know him going to play for England. Think he was that good?
No. We never know. We wouldn't know. We knew he was very good for him to be on the team. Because that year they were a ratted team. We lose one match that year there to Tivoli. I found it interesting that our 2 games with Tivoli each year is in Tivoli. Right? We never play Tivoli at home.
And you can't win down so he's a Tumpa. You have to tell about it.
Right. One match we lose each year and it's in Tivoli.
Right? You're not winning there, so nobody try to go win.
And the second one, I never even played because my mom died. That's the only game I did not play.
Yeah.
We lose that game. And so I basically, if you want to say, a one match we lose in my whole career.
Yeah,
right?
so he was a part of that team there and he was very good at the time.
He was part of the 75, 76 team. I'm going to tell you. The great O'Neill Baker. I look on the team the other day and I say, right. That's what I tell you now. I wasn't no big baller, but I know how me could have played, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said, don't wonder we did so good. So I go back and look on the side. O'Neill Baker was the goalkeeper. You know O'Neill.
Yeah, man. Obi. Yeah, man. Yes.
Obi.
Yeah.
Santos, right? We have Dwight Bogle. We have Richie Bennett. A lot of people don't know how good Richie Bennett was. Richie Bennett was the man who take out
Martin Woodstock.
And him take him out literally to, you know.
Yeah.
Broke him leg.
Broke him man. And mash him down, man. Right? But Richie was an all-rounder like Danny. Richie started out playing.
So Richie was like Italian Romeo Gentile.
Aye. So Richie was a right winger, and then him go. The full story of how the Georges team really evolved, and that's why I really believe we're gonna win Manning Cup sometime soon. You know, 'cause I remember, we did that on a drought. Just like Casey went through a drought the other day. And me tell man, man always a complain when I talk positive about Casey. Me tell man, say, until Casey come back into the fold in a Manning Cup now go sweet. Tell man that, and them a cuss me, right? But anyway, so when we did that, I'm gonna go back and look on my side. I say, blood, no, that team is wicked, man. And Barnes did it up on the side. Oh, me get playing time, at the first match we play, and once again we are losing, And the coach put me on. Me never even have, remember a man say never even have boots. Mikey say never have boots.
Yeah, for borrow boots. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Never have no boots. And the coach lend me boots. Right? I'm going to go on, man. And I think would I lose 1 love or maybe 2 love. It was a rainy day. I remember Richie Bennett put up some tackle on. I think little Dugan did up on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Not Gerald, the other one did up on the side, And they have a nice team. Stats never a decent team. I'm come on, I get must 3 assists the day, right? And I'm giving man of the match. And from that, I sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And the Colts team. Barnes in the leave, I don't think him did go the full year. So he left, but he was in first or second farm. And for me, the Colts team in the first farm was, very unusual.
It must have been exceptional. That was not our Colts team. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because, even the great Buddy Strand. I don't even think Buddy Strand did upon the team when it was 76, and Buddy Strand was at Georges.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good too,
Mm-hmm.
But the team was very good, 75, 76. And 76, 77, we'll go back down at Tivoli again and we'll lose the game, but we never got a game.
Mm-hmm. And Linton Champion play Manning Cup at the time, for now.
Linton?
Yeah. For Georges.
Linton, they play man, and Richie, they play man, and Richie, they do double duty well, 75, 76, I think. Man and courts. Dwight Bogle was the same thing. You know, so but it's the same thing with Blakey. So when we go now and we play against Camperdown now, Blakey, Pigo does, I think Pigo never showed up for that game. When we beat them, right? But Blakey did that. And then when we reach the finals now, we beat Woolmers. Blakey did that, the finals, come watch me. So Blakey carry me go, him and Adair carry me go to Jonestown, go play with them on a team named Hampton. And it was a team made up of like George's Camperdown man, them basically, you know? And so we play on the side. So we then reciprocate with Blakey. Me and Bucket carry him come a Pembroke Hall, come play.
With the asphalt.
Yes, the man played once. It could be 76. So 76 we carry him. I remember, you know, by them time, remember one time we go down there, you know, they never played for the big jungle side yet, right? Remember one day me and Bucket go down and we'd have another youth at Pembroke Hall. He wasn't a big baller, but him think he was a big baller, but he loved the badness. Bracket, Raymond Osborne. So he loved the thing, he loved the badness, so he loved when we go to jungle, man. So we go down there and one day we go to Blakey house and, you know, we left Blakey house now, we have our boots over our shoulder and we are jog. Him and Adair and Bracket, you know, we jog go to the field. And a Jeep, some man jump out pan way and say, I want to go. The man have some M16 or whatever it was in the man and say, I want to go. We're going to feel. And the man look and say, Blake, oh, are you baller? And them just let it through. You see when that happened? The next week, I think when we reach to the finals now, they have in a Southdale Plaza or one of the plaza, them used to have cassette, car stereo music on them.
Like a showdown.
Yeah, man. So me and Bucket said, this is how we are going. We're not going to play no match, man, because too much badness down there. You know, so we're not going. And them lose. It's a Monday morning, man. Man, them come a George's from a man. A Carpy have to save me. Carpy was our goalkeeper. Carpy did keep for them in a Jonestown. But Carpy, we Musselhead now, who used to coach me, you know, the other Musselhead, not the one from Casey, the real Donovan Clark Musselhead, wicked baller from Georgia. He might have won against Meadowbrook. You remember this, Lance? Remember a game George's play Meadowbrook and the bird, a little short bird that rammed the ball in the back of the net and the net stuck. The ball rock up in the net.
Yeah.
That him was my second year, the coach.
Yeah.
So now, let me just say about him now again.
Yeah, so them come for look, them come for the chocolate of them come for you.
So Ray Baja White used to play for the side of Hampton. Ray Baja became big baller Jamaica. Baja White, Ray White. His brother used to do track and field. Danny would have known him, Cecil White. You know. So we go them save me because them come from around the area. Me never come from down them area. The man said, no man, I can't do that to Tumpa, man. Give him a blight. And I said, I get the blight. So that's the friendship we developed with Blakey and Cam at Pembroke Hall and Sally take him away. Cam go play for one of the team and then Leeds, and that's how me transition.
Yeah, Leeds.
So you transfer to Sally with Sally too?
Yeah, well, I'm going to play with Leeds because that wasn't playing in the Corner League. Leeds wasn't playing in the Corner League. They were playing in Bob West.
Oh, they might travel out to up there.
Yeah, they were that travel team. It was like an all-star team and put together.
Yeah.
It was messy.
Because at that time, you see, anytime Sally Miller see talent, him just take it and harness it, you know.
That's right. So Messi used to play for, there was a youth I think him play for, and a Dwayne or Dane name, they play for Meadowbrook, man.
Give me know your talk, I Dane him name. I don't remember him last time. I know your talk, Tumpa.
Yeah, man. Him, a youth named Jumbo, Adair. It was me, Adair, Jumbo, and somebody else in the midfield. And a youth what everybody forget about, named Peter Allen. We call him Zalin. He used to go Arden. He used to play for Patosi. But he was more a track guy. He used to run track and field.
Yeah, I know your talk, Tumpa. You call him and know your talk. Yes.
It was a wicked baller, man. Enough skill, enough speed and everything. Him and Blakey play up front. So we were playing a 4-4-2 line-up with Blakey and Rich and Peter Allen up front. I think we played 3 or 4 games because we end up, then we left and go fine. But to me, football was just fun. If you tell me there's a somewhere with girls there, I'm gone at that instead of the football.
Yeah.
You understand? I just saw me flex.
Yeah, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
The girl in there, I'm gone at
Yeah,
that.
man, the football is just a stepping stone to the real issue, man. Because
Well, that
Jelly,
is
be
just
careful, you know, cause the man
we
married and
just
him
play
wife
for fun.
hear this
We just a play for
problem
fun.
that when him get off the phone.
Well,
I
so
make she
here's the
start wonder, cause I must say things we him never tell her.
yeah,
No man, no man, you see you, man, you see you.
yeah, Danny, you got jump in by that, Danny. Go ahead.
well, my wife hear all the story them already.
Yes, yeah, they're not the CF zone.
But the safe zone. Because I tell you, sometimes something will come on and I mention to her, we say lockdown music that, and she go,
Mm.
lockdown. What's lockdown music? I tell her,
Mm.
oh, that
Rent
kind of
a
Right.
tile.
lockdown.
Rent a tile.
Rent a tile, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly,
When
exactly.
my wife would carry me. My wife, when we go to Jamaica, sometimes we'll go out and introduce. She introduce me to some people, and the girls them look on her and start laugh. Them say, "Yeah, idiot, a thump for that man." You tell me about Rudy. You know,
Rudy.
she try introduce me to some of our top friend. Them
Yeah,
who
yeah,
run
yeah,
around.
yeah, yeah. I said, no,
Them say,
what I talk about, Max, I just talk about that because the main attack earlier. You didn't know Bertie and our Bertie and sister them?
All right, so Bertie don't know. Bertie
Pamela.
is
Yeah,
Gilfillian,
yeah.
right? Bertie is Gilfillian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then his older sister is the sister, the middle one. She was the head girl for St. Hugh's. She was a Gilfillian.
We never
The
know that.
youngest sister now is Kamala Brown. She names.
What's never named Gilfillian?
She wasn't a Gilfillian. And
So-
I remember our father now, who married to Bertie's mother, used to own some racehorses and stuff. In fact, one of the horses, them the name Kamala after her. And so she now was cousin to Ian Brown, who was asphalt goalkeeper.
Okay, okay.
After, Ian a shot. Used to go. Ian used to go, right?
Woman, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah, we know them. We know there was another girl what she used to walk with, used to live right by the asphalt area.
Yeah, man, Don to the name, man, Don.
Don, man.
Come on,
Don.
how I them this? I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I remember Don. Yeah, man.
because we live just
Don.
down the road from Calbeck Avenue that come up right there, so yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Bertie live at the top of Covey.
Yes.
Yeah, man,
yes.
yeah.
Another virgin, I forget to tell you, what used to go Aloysius with me and Norman. Is Patrick Townsend.
That upon the top of
Where
Clyde,
that
that's how we
man?
name the sister, that's how we name the brother, Pantry brother.
Yes.
Yeah, Pantry, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
One sister Townsend live at the top as they come across the bridge. The
I come across
the footbridge, Boland Road and come down to Clydesdale, yeah, man. Pantry, me see the brother, so yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
And I think of this that way the women, the legend himself, Danny Reds. You know, remember Danny Reds?
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Yes, man.
And a legend,
And
yeah.
No,
Yumi.
no, that's a name.
Yumi.
I'm not hearing that in probably 40 years. Punchy. Punchy.
Pantry,
Jesus. Punchy. That's a years now.
Pantry was the key. Pantry was the key for the dreads, you know. But me ask you something because I would meet me never know say the dreads come out of asphalt. And most of the asphalt man them leave and go farm the dread because Dynamite was
Yeah,
the
man.
foundation. You didn't know
Right.
that got
Coach.
Tumpa and when the dreads farm?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because-
remember Maya used to play for asphalt.
Yeah, tell me about that,
Right.
Danny. Talk about that. All the dreaded farm. Tell me about that.
So I never played with Danny Meyer,
Yeah.
right? But when I started playing the league, that's when the dreads were the Already Farmer was playing in the league. Now the one person that I know I play with who started out with me like my first year was Cochise.
Cochise live
Yeah.
up at Cookie and Corand, right? Cochise
Yes.
live beside Baba Shah. Trevor them. Yeah.
Correct. And Cochise was, really good player, another, KC man. And then, but it disappointed because, But him start get the consciousness in him and at the time and let him hear start good because like Alice said when you talk to him, Coach is a big soul man at one point, big afro,
Yeah, man.
You want prango and
big
then
afro.
prango from the patosi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'll talk about that too,
so
yeah.
so when the dreads start, but even when them put, them they have some really good players from dreads, them, but I think them come from Pembroke Hall. Naval was a really good player. Um, them about I look a short brother. I think he used to work for Air Jamaica, but them come from doing the part. But I remember him name, but it was really good as well. Yeah, some man they were not so good, like Jones man was all right, Danny K, you know. We used to,
Danny
we used to
Kidd, knows like, man, I forget them, man.
But you know what? A man who transitioned from soul to dread was never Naphtali, that I ran a brother,
Yeah, man.
yes.
Can never,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
That are
in
the
a great
era of
sense,
the Rasta movement.
in a great sense, most of them do because like my mother look at me and say, "You start grow that shit by your head, man, just chop it off." you know, and until they get old enough now, then your mother,
yeah.
well, actually, make no sense,
Yeah, no, that
but
was, you're right about that, Danny. You get them threat there. Me never get it, but me know
oh,
exactly what you're talking about. Man, come on
oh,
and talk
big
about family.
time. Yeah, man, you start growing that in a Ufa house, not my house. Come on, you must have man.
So Tumpa, what when never Naphtali and Ranny them really, can't remember, me remember him last, Ranny last name again.
Donna.
Donna,
Donna,
yes. Come
right.
around to go Pembroke Hall together. Right.
Well, I mean, and Adir carry Ronnie go a camp and we do. So me never play Manning for Georges. Father man never liked me, even though I was a very good student. But me and Bogle was, two other youth them away with beard. So my father Ferris always a mess with me and them way. So I used to talk back to him. Even my sister reminded me the other day about it. It's a boy Tony, father the one get rid of you, from Earth Farm. Him always a call, me never even knew him call her. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
one time him call her, when Bogle bust a pipe gun in the classroom one time, right? There was a teacher from India, and we used to call him Dibby Dibby because him
Dibby
teach
dibby, yeah.
much English, but him speak with Dibby Dibby So, so the Peralta brothers, they bring some courage from up a Stone Hills and put on him blouse light and teach him, and then Bogle bust a pipe gun in the classroom. And I was the prefect for the class, and Bogle sit down in front of me, When Bogle bust the gun, father, the teacher run out of the classroom. Him said, first you put courage on me, now you try to kill me. And this is how me and Bogle, somebody tell me and Bogle was tight until that fight with him and Richie.
And that I wash him
Yeah.
over all brother.
That's what Bogle, older
Yeah.
brother. Yes.
Yeah.
When him bust the gun now and father come in and ask and nobody not tell him. Let him say, okay, you write down on a piece of paper who did it and hand it to me. So by the time father reached down to me, I'm a write on a paper, I'm a give to him and I say, I do not know. This is what I wrote on there. He said to me, you sure that's what you want to write, Mr. Kameka? I said, yes, father. He said, take your bags and leave. Because somebody already bust say a Bogle. So if me sit down in front of Bogle, me should I know. Behind Bogle,
I see what I mean.
clear vision. So I said, no, I don't know. So him suspend me for 3 days. Father suspended me. So, them never, I feel them never did like me, even though I was doing good in school, So that's how me end up a champion now. Because when me ask
Guilty by association.
yes, man, him send me and him never even want to give me a blood not reference to God
A
champion.
transcript, yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Backhead, Ronnie Bop, and another brethren we used to go Woolmers from Jungle, go up there and go play upon the Manning Cup team. That time is a KC man, their coach with Neville Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And them thing there. So and Richard, Chris Deering did up on the side and a couple of nice little ballers the panic. I'm not gonna tell you a story now. So in our course, one of the team a little bit of goal me score in my career but some important one. So when we beat Excelsior, there was a virgin on the call where they come from Excelsior. One of your calls.
Yeah, Danville. Andre called Excel. Andre
Andre.
Taylor Danville. Yeah.
Yeah. And when we beat them, you know, as a 1-0, we drop on them a George, and score a goal from about 30 yards out on them, you know. Bingy Dread did the pan it.
That's a you Blair.
Are you clear the name? Yeah.
Yeah.
One is to go
Yeah,
Aggie.
man.
One of them go Aggie, right?
Yeah, man. I'm going to play for Waterhouse and Boys Town. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, man. I mean.
when we play Manning Cup now, him come up then, him come up, you might go to the ref now. That time the Manning Cup, everything I play a stadium, as you know. Him go to the ref and say, ref, hurry up and get this match going now. More take care of that boy, that Kameka boy, you know, do something. Me and Bucket, we love mouth people.
Yeah, I can't play for them time there.
Yeah, we play for campers. But me and Bucket say, hey, Muppet Dread, boy, we're going to trim you today. So when the match done now, Georges are play the next game. Them beat to 1-0. You know, we never have a great team. Because JC dub with 6-0 the first game, and then when them struggle and beat we 1-0. In fact, them say boy we outplayed them. The write-up say we outplayed them, you know. Me and a youth named Shanks, him used to live at Queensbury, Marshall Chambers. Them say boy we control the game and everything. So match done, me in the stadium now, me I sit down with me for watch the Georges match and me and a couple of my junglist brethren, you know. And Bingy come in there. Him say, hey, Kameka boy. Or day or something. My junglist brethren them just turn on and say, yo, you're a fool. Dead you want dead. He said the time to me a Pembroke Hall from that. He mean, oh yes, I come here. You're good, brethren, you're good.
Yeah.
Come on, man, I'm telling them I wasn't no big baller, but I could have hold my own, you know?
Yeah.
A big baller.
You earn your respect.
Yeah. Could I hold my own, wasn't a big baller or anything.
Yeah, you meant me could go on and talk about they mention a man name, you know. I mean Philip remember the man here. And because I mention like about cricket and you mention about Fat Paul. And Fat Paul used to bowl like a PS.
No.
You remember Fat Paul, Phil?
No.
But somebody know me attack and that is most him is for Annandale.
Annandale.
No, in the Aqualita. In the live next door, 90. All right, there's a KC youth. Maybe you know this youth, I know. Hola. Him did young, little bit younger than we still, but him did name Howard. We used to call him Basky.
Yeah. Basky.
Yeah, man.
All right. So Fat Paul, them used to live next door, Basky. On Aqualita. Him and Fat Paul and Peter.
And Peter, right.
Younger brother, yeah.
Younger brother Peter, yeah. Peter born on March 1st, February 29th.
I'm born on a leap year.
Yeah, I'm born on a leap year. So Fat Paul and Peter now. This is how Curbwall started. Fat Paul was the genesis behind Curbwall. He's the one that started Curbwall. So Curbwall now we would also enter track and field things. We used to go up at Meadowbrook every year. What if government program would provide uniforms name again? The CDC. SDC.
Yeah, man, yeah. Social development, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. That's the program. So them used to have track and field and everything. So we used to enter a track and field team and then we then go up there. So this is where Zalin now would show his prowess. Danny, as Danny said, he wasn't there during the summer, so we never have Danny. Them things there, you know, but we used to enter them things and we travel. You know, we used to travel different places and play ball and you know, so the curb ball, as I say, we use the German colors, white top, black.
So that name that come from Tumpa, Curbwall. That name that come from Curbwall. Only get that name there.
Continue the asphalt, right? Because asphalt, then you have the curb wall.
Yeah. Brilliant mind.
Hey, go ahead, Danny. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, Danny. You there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. It sound like it has something.
No, I'm saying all the Jamaicans will make that extension there from across the curb wall.
Yeah, man. But as I said, but Fat Paul was the genesis behind that whole thing, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, and Fat Paul used to bowl like a
Fat Paul was the man who used to love race the bicycle and so.
Yeah.
In goalkeeper, here Danny talk about a youth named goalkeeper Paul used to go Kingston Tech. Him goalkeeper Paul, the man that used to love ride. So them used to have a Lancer there. The whole of them used to race on the street. And one day, I tell you, Fat Paul, them a race, and I tell you, boo, 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 boo. Next thing was the Fat Paul in the blood, not here.
No. I have to keep in mind, say, back in our days, nobody now wear helmets, you know.
Which helmet you talk about?
Which one I talk about?
That don't exist at all, Danny. We are talking about helmet.
No,
Helmet are
no.
shin guard or knee pad. None of that don't exist at all, no.
Even when you play cricket at school,
None of that
nobody
at
now
all.
the
No,
pads.
no, no.
Man, a pace ball and you still I get licking at your shin
Can
hard.
remember we used to play on the little field across from the football field?
Cross on the field,
Yes,
right?
yes,
You
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
you remember say you used to have a Miss Clear, you have a shop right in front of the field.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man,
tell you
sis shop that, man. Sis.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about one Saturday where I play ball. And somebody bring up a name, Sporty, another one. We don't know his name, you know.
Ruth send me
Sporty, come
Sporty
over.
right name, you know. But Sporty, I have Sporty right name. I'm going to tell you before you're done, target. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sporty, we done the play ball and it started raining, so we run over Miss Clear's shop and we buy stuff to eat, and Sporty come in there and buy a can of condensed milk. And the man drink the condensed milk, you know. And then outside I collect water. And I think a goalkeeper Paul look at Sport and I drink it. And then drink the water after, full up him can with water and then drink it. And Paul said, Sport, where I do? I drink it and Sport start wind up in belly and I shake it up and Paul said, Sport, where I do? He said, oh man, mix up the milk.
And
I'm telling him I mix up the milk. You know, but when they play cricket, you know, my brother used to play for Calabar, you know, Mullins. Good cricketer. And then man, they're pace ball and, you know, when a fat parlor come down and a spin, you know, nobody have the pads. You know, we have bats, we have the stump, we have the bail, and the field, and the fence. And anybody go up the bat, boy, and take your life at your own risk, because people come after you hard, especially if they know so you're a big time cricketer, will come after you hard as well.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure so that the other community, and we can't speak from other community, but we know we can't speak from Pembroke Hall, because, you know, but you down there, you watch the evolution, you watch the growth.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Pembroke Hall is a nice community, man.
Yeah.
More
Well, I don't know if you guys, I want to go back to Gaga. You know, they killed
Gaga. Hold on, before we go to this, I'm going to get Sporty official name. Clifford Wint. Because Ruth sent me that map on the phone, so I just, for the record, Sporty birth certificate name Clifford Wint. But go ahead, Tumpa, but Gaga you talk about.
Yeah, so as me that said, Gaga after we left was kind of a celebrity. In fact, I've got the Cosmos Santos game. If you remember, Gaga was one of them out there juggling the ball, you know. You know,
yes.
There was also a goalkeeper from the Cosmos side. I could have done some tricks to him, but I kicked the ball way up in the air and catch it some funny ways too, you know. And
right.
But they killed Gaga in 2019, and that's when we get somebody send me the clip. And I'm say, I look on them, brother, I never realized Simon, I'm say.
Well, I mean, you talk about it, and I said, what Gaga name? Because what's in the face? Yeah. But we know him as Gaga. What you know him name? Another thing where you grew up, I might say, you know, a Gaga this, you know, a Bertie done this, you know, a Butter done this.
2016. There's another youth who used to play with Asphalt too, live in front of Richard Bennett, named Anthony Grayson. We call him Rock.
Yeah, man.
Rock.
Yes. I remember him exactly what you talk about. Anthony Grayson, Rock. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, man. Rock. The man that when man the kick ball, man. He better run when he kick the ball, you know, man.
Yep.
So Rock used to go to country now and bring home crocus bag of orange. So we always have orange during the summer.
Yeah.
You know, so I always go country, bring home orange and them with us. So we always orange. And we play down on the triangle field and all them things, you know?
Yeah. But
And then there was another brethren now. I don't even remember if Tuku did live in a Pembroke Hall, but he used to come play with Asphalt. Tuku used to play for Cavaliers.
No. Tuko never lived in a Pembroke
Never
Hall.
lived in a Pembroke Hall. Okay.
Right. And funny thing is, when we go to college, him go University of Massachusetts, UMass, and me and Tumpa talk, and Tumpa said, wait, the school that Tuko go, Tuko a place kicker for the UMass team.
Yep. But you remember, he
made
was
that
always a good kicker, Him scrawny, him remind
him
me of
scrawny, yeah.
Him remind me of Ultima Coy. So
And
there
the
was
body
another
of
Tuku used to play for Cavaliers, an older Tuku.
that's him older brother.
Yeah, so that's what it must be, is the little Tuku, you know?
But one of the things that I'm gonna know if the name sound familiar to you guys. Baldwin Anderson. To play goalkeeper for Cavaliers, live up Annandale. Me and Finn brother Raymond were classmates at Calabar. We used to call him Bally Anderson. And a Pembroke call him born and raised until he moved up to the US. But and play for Cavaliers, and he never play for Pembroke Hall, because he always play for Cavaliers. As much as me know, never play for Pembroke Hall.
Yeah. But we mentioned two other man name earlier, I know. Gary Chuck and Balford. What Balf last him again?
Yeah.
A man who play for
Reed.
Asphalt and Pembroke Hall.
Morrison.
Yeah.
Reed.
No, man, I'm Morrison.
Morrison, right.
Balford Morrison.
Them go Woolmaz. I think the two of them go Woolmaz, yes.
Casey a Ballery. Casey a Ballery.
Casey a
Casey a
Ballery. But
Ballery.
Balford did
Right.
go with Gary Chuck. The man never used to live at Pembroke Hall.
No.
Them big
Bally
come
never
play.
lived in Pembroke Hall, no.
Some clear.
No, Balls there play ball, I think they know. New York too,
Yeah,
Wasn't
Balf
it
good,
So-
man. Balf
wasn't
skill.
it-
So Balls play, but no, at least a point on career, high school career play for Excelsior. Because
Yeah.
him and Big Plots were at Excelsior together. And a Big Plots bring him
There was another youth, Kisco. Remember
Kisco, yeah.
So Kisco,
Yeah.
me and Kisco play college ball. Kisco became a Muslim, right? And when we there at college, Kisco now did that on the college side. And Kisco always saddled to the east before we start the football and then But Kisco was like Balf in a way, have the skill of the Balf style. And him not really, him like, so remember Balf always playing a crepe, right? Balf wear boots, him wear crepe.
Yeah, man. He might wear some white crepe, man. Yeah.
man.
But you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Who's about that? Go ahead.
Another youth we used to there Excelsior too. He used to go Aloysius. A youth named Paxton Rose.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Pakistan. Yes.
Paxton died from a heart attack.
Yes, I have a brethren when we Pakistan good with. Because I college with Flooney. Flooney from
All right. So,
Padwasi.
who Flooney was related to?
Flooney related to, I think his sister upon the radio, Hutchinson Flooney last name. I think,
Yes.
I forget, I think Joan Andrea Hutchinson Flooney sister.
Oh, yeah, Joan Andrea, the bumpy head girl.
Yes.
Okay.
A Flooney sister. But Flooney,
A Flooney sister.
yeah, Flooney come from one of Patuasi, but Flooney leave and go up a Graham Heights early in the 70s and then migrate. So, yeah.
A lot of people, I knew a few people who did that.
Yeah. A Flooney sister that, man, yeah. But Flooney and my brethren live in Atlanta, went to college together. And them know Pakistan, one of them played Pakistan together and all them with them. So I know exactly what you're talking, man. And Pakistan Road School, one of the best schools a Manning Cup, man. When him turn Doggy Bell, I wouldn't have a mention me the KC man him get upset, but yeah.
But you always tell people that it's like how Pembroke Hall produced these ballers. Aloysius and what the school Adair used to go, the one at Jonestown here, right outside of
Central Branch.
Produced some wicked ballers, man, them two school there.
So you never end up at Pembroke Hall primary at all? Neither you are back head.
No, I remember some media grew up at Ellis.
You never come in a Pembroke Hall at the early, because me and Phil there Pembroke Hall. Me a Pembroke Hall from 1964.
Yeah, well, Jelly, but at that, when them come at Pembroke Hall, them already in a school.
Yeah, them in a school system already,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. So me.
So used to take my mother know if me when me I go Aloysius, if me want to drive go to school, would have to go with my mother early because my mother used to go to Coronation Market, go buy the product for the restaurant. So she leave early in the morning. You see, so I used to go with her sometimes and I don't want to deal with the bus. You see. And so I go with her and then she go into the market, walk around the market, help her carry the stuff them, and then she would drop me at school and then go down at the restaurant. But other than that, I take it was what, the 4 and then the 40.
Number 4.
4, yeah.
Comes the 40 bus. Now another thing I have to tell you now, I might remember the incident but don't know the connection. Because when I mentioned and Danny explained to me about the little boy that got killed. Well, my niece got killed right in front of Pembroke Hall Primary. Pembroke Hall
Accident that talk about Tumpa, like a car accident. Yeah.
Yes, she come off of the bus. My sister usually take her to school and get off the bus with her and all them with it. I don't know why they take the bus from the bus terminal down to the school instead of just walk.
Right.
But my sister would go on the bus and then she would have come off with her, take her inside, and then come back and catch the next bus and go to work. Well, one morning she must have run late, and I was on the bus with her, and she never come off with her. And when my niece come off, she run across, it was her fault, not the bus driver, not the cab driver. She run behind the bus.
Yeah.
The cab licked her down right in front of the school, and she died.
Wow.
You know, it come like a ghost right out there, because there's a bullet dead too,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Me at the top of Pembroke Hall Drive. By the field, I come off of Annandale and I go make the right for go down Pembroke Hall Drive. I'm here the slam. I swear that 2 truck collide on Washington Boulevard.
That's when bullet dead.
That's when bullet dead. I'm walk down there and say, my dog them I go crazy because they have about 5 deer across the street, across my neighbors and them things, so them own the house. But anyway, that's when we walk down and crowd start gathering and we said, but no bullet bike that. But it sound like 2 truck just collide. My dilly-dally on the road and
No, when me hear happening, Danny, that's it. The stand, the bike stand them always.
The kickstand. Yeah, the kickstand.
The kickstand never put up, yeah.
No, a dilly-dally, and when them dip on too far from one side, it hit the road and just throwing forward to the car.
Yeah, but I remember when they drew them ride them by them time, if them not dolly them not say nothing,
Yeah, Jelly, you forgot where Raymond do it, Spicer.
That's a
Spicer drop off of the 354 Suzuki.
Yeah.
But there was another. Danny, you remember what Xylem did name? We have another guy named not Zalem, but Xylem used to play with it too. Dino. Dino was his first
Dino.
name.
Yeah, Dino.
You remember
used to go Pembroke Hall Secondary.
Yes. Xylem. He used to play with us too.
Yeah, really good baller, short, but with ball control and ball skills, and but another one of them man, they were had the skill, but in the play corner league, never play corner league.
No want to play nothing. Just play
right.
Just play out there, nothing really, yeah.
And then go want to play friendly football.
Yes, that's why I made it clear that it's Bucket Danny and even Lancey was instrumental in me and Dwight Bogle playing competitive football. Would I play the house football, the all-star football against Casey and stuff like that. But outside of that, I begged me to come out for the Coles team. And, me never go out for the, me did kind of, as the guy said, I was kind of shy, and like an introvert when it comes to football. In fact, the write-up what them say for me, them say, in my yearbook, them say, Tumpa have latent football.
Yeah, the man have a word language in a Tumpa for just get this in the neatest way. Yeah.
No, man.
Sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The judge is this there,
Yeah.
When we talk about, primary school, I moved to Pembroke Hall. So, me start primary school at Clancarty Primary now.
Right at Southampton
Deanery
Road.
Deanery.
What's up the little
Right.
KC?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, Me tell people say when common entrance come out and me pass, a Pembroke Hall me live. Cause me move the Pembroke Hall, grade 4. And even though you have Pembroke Hall primary, then me and my sister still take the buses to get to
Yeah,
Bosses
Deanery
boss,
indeed,
Road.
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly, exactly.
buses, you know. Um, and when that come out, um, we didn't even take the bus. We run from Deanery Road all the way to Pembroke Hall to tell my mother. All the way to Pembroke Hall. You know, just me not think me stop running till me get home. We know me have to run and do some fast walking
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah.
stop to catch it. But me
Yeah.
run home. No, me tell people all the time, so me talk to my mother about school. Me say, cause back then KC win what? 11 or 13 years at champs and
Yeah, 14 years
I'm
straight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
14 and I say,
Mm.
boy, more go KC. And she say, you tell your mind, you think your man go put KC on a application that you want
Mm.
go KC. She said, no, if it's a Calabar or Calabar number 1 or Woolman's number 2, they come back to the house. And me
That's
tell people say,
unfortunate.
It's a
KC
bit
that's
was my,
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
KC was my,
But such is life. Such is
But
life.
Tumpa, oh, you end up at George, then you have brother go KC.
no, me never have no brother going there. Me had
No,
cousins going there.
Yeah, boo?
uh,
Cousins,
KT,
Cousin,
Kingston
okay, I
Tech.
got you. Brother, okay, I got you, I
my
got
daughter
you.
went to Kingston Tech, not
Kingston Nick, I
KC.
got you, I
Yeah.
got you, I got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you, I
yeah.
got you.
So remember now, as a Jesuit, I was going to St. Aloysius Primary.
Yeah, at the same Catholic
As a
school,
Jesuit,
yes.
as
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Jesuit school, you get a first pass
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
George.
And KC wasn't a Catholic school. KC was
Right.
KC a bad
Anglican.
boy school,
KC,
man.
no, KC is a backslider from the Catholic Church. So yeah, yeah.
So KC was
And
my second choice because me I live right there, so as me say, we venture to KC all the time and end up knowing a lot of people from KC,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
really,
yeah,
so
yeah,
KC
yeah.
was my second choice,
Yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and we're and whereas Calabar, is a Baptist school. My man and sister them used to go, East Queen Street Baptist Church,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
yeah,
like Calabar, but definitely not KC.
yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no. And
Danny, did you know that there's a Calabar primary, Danny?
yes,
Yeah, we
I
talk about
know
that
there's a
earlier and I try. Which part that is there?
Sutton Street. If you take Sutton Street from George's, from Aloysius, right? Sutton and Duke, and heading towards, like you head towards Elliston Road. It's right below KC actually.
Okay,
correct,
okay,
Right,
correct,
okay.
it's right
Yeah.
near
correct.
where the theater there, the Palace Theater that, where the theater used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That
right
was
around the
that
Cobra
was
there.
some
A Cobra
irony
there,
though. And
one up
it
near
never
the
affiliated
Cobra there.
it never affiliated to the high school.
No, no.
No,
No, not real. At the
no, but
time, no.
they were green tie, which was interesting.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
and
yeah.
The
them,
green
Aloysius,
Deppalet.
But
yes, Aloysius and them would always be at war.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah, man.
But again, the same thing associated with East Green with the Baptist Church.
Yes.
That's why, but
Yeah.
it officially wasn't a part of the, Calabar High School
Yeah, yeah,
system.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You
Right.
know.
Anyway, gentlemen, as simple as you take it, where they
Mhm.
attack for 2.5 and come like a 2 minutes, because
Well, when you
because
think about
Well,
when you think
as
about the
we said in the
memories,
very beginning, this thing can go many
yeah,
ways.
man, yeah. I want to put a time limit on it or nothing at all. But you know,
You're right.
when another conversation will come up, I'm going to just ask a couple more questions. And I could go on one.
yeah,
And me
Want
ask,
to mention one person you talk about. You talk about there was two family of footballers that always dealt there, right? So one of them live at Pembroke Hall, so the Davy brothers,
yeah,
right?
Richard Kenneth, yeah.
Remember, one of the Davy brothers was part of the Howard University team that
yes, the first
won the
black
national
team,
championship. In
correct.
fact, ESPN did a special on that team.
I never even know
Yep,
that, Tumpa, yeah.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
You
man.
got Barnaby Tullop on the side. They were coached by a Trinidadian guy. And a wicked team. So if you don't get a chance, Google that and take a look at
And
that. And
ESPN have feature, I never know that. I forgot to look for
Howard
that.
University, the
Yeah,
Bisons.
man. It's a pretty interesting story. And
Yeah,
and the
because
year before.
they lost the
The year
year
before,
before. They
they
got
set
robbed.
them up, The
Yeah,
year
Yeah.
before that,
they lost
they
the
set them
year
up.
before.
So I think at Indiana University is a big soccer school,
Yeah.
but Indiana University was basically all the players upon the team were white,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's Howard University, a black school with a lot of West Indians up on the
West Indian,
team.
them
Yeah.
Africans,
You know, yep.
Send me that link to Tumpa if you find. I will post it on the
Yeah,
Patos
yeah.
Rover site and the Pembroke Hall site that people can go watch that because that is an interesting link for people to see and know
Yeah,
about.
man,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a good thing to know because a lot of we don't know. A lot of you see people think I just know man I get scholarship to go
Yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah. No, that's an
No,
interesting
man.
thing you bring up,
No,
man.
Nah,
man.
man, that a go on long time. It's just that it
Long
get more
time.
popular now because of
Exactly.
Jamaica prowess in a track and
Right.
field.
Yeah,
And,
no,
and
no.
Right. So,
back then, a lot of these athletes too were truly student athletes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
absolutely.
And you see a man like Al Banky, you know, Banky was used to play for Calabar and play for the Bisons too. Banky a big well, I think he retired now, but Banky was a big time boy, I think there, you know.
Bancroft attack?
Bancroft Garden,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
He was
remember his
big
name,
boy,
yeah.
I think, big boy, Marriott. He was the, you know, legal secretary or something. He was a big
Okay,
guy.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but
Bank
yeah,
used to
so
go well.
they,
KC our judges.
oh man, Excelsior, man.
Excelta, yes. Bank, I remember. Right.
Yeah.
Bancroft card. Yes.
And a big baller. So a lot of the ballers, them, were also true what we want, student athletes.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
They were.
Yeah. You're a student first and you're an athlete second. Yes,
Athletes, yeah,
Tumpa.
man.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
Yes.
the
Absolutely.
first, all right, we just want to give you one thing before you go into the rest of it. The first time I went back, not the first time, but I went back to George's to find a student to sponsor. And as Danny mentioned, I sponsor a bunch of students, typically. All right, so I went back there, and when I asked them, I asked the president, and tell me, the principal, and tell me now, no time for me right now, send me down to the vice principal. I go down to the vice principal tell me, say, boy, he might leave in a couple of weeks to Washington, D.C., and I'm not coming back, so he's not the right person, so I'm sending me somewhere else. I'm going to say to my first wife at the time, I say, you know, babes, let's leave that, so. I said,
Yeah, but can't believe so. You do something so
well,
giving.
that's exactly,
You know,
and I'm run me around. So me left.
yeah.
No, listen to this, no, me left. I'm say, babes, let's go for Arden, because our brother had died. I'm say, let's start a scholarship in your brother name. Let's go for Arden. I'm going to drive over Arden. So I'm going, I'm going to tell the principal, I'm going to the principal. The principal jump up and run, come on our desk and hug me up and say, thank you, Jesus. Me have a little boy for you. His mother sells sweetie outside, so she come and introduce me to the youth mother. The youth, a Waterhouse, them come from, you know.
Yeah.
She's a lawyer now at Jamaica.
Mm.
Right? It's a youth, but I'm a sponsor him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What I tell people up here in the US is this. It's not a lot of money to provide to help a student in Jamaica.
No, definitely not.
You know what our biggest cost is for the student now? You would not believe this. Transportation.
Yeah.
That's the biggest cost. Not their books, not their uniform. Friggin' transportation.
And not the food.
Yeah.
Let's move up from A to B, yeah.
$500 you can provide, you know, for a student for a term, and help, you know, so since that one, then we go on, you know, now me do some for Georges and so on. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was very dishonorable
so
at the principal and vice principal.
Right, and then I tell me, say, when I say, him say, what type of criteria you would want? I'm say, like a B student and stuff, but they need to have needs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Tell me, say, it can be hard for him find a student with B that plays on the soccer team. Me then meet up with Ronnie the same time Danny. Danny come down all the time. Danny's a Calabar man. And Danny come a George's thing all the time and support us. And when we sit down with the local youth, as Danny mentioned, we carry them to dinner and we talk. Alex Marshall, who's a big George's baller doing the Manning Cup years, a big, you know, him and a couple and Gregory Messam, son and all of them, you know. We talk to them and you know, let them know, say, hey, we don't come from uptown, you know.
No, man.
Out the east we come from. Right? Who can do this, right? And think, but you have to focus on education.
Yeah.
You understand? And balance it with your thing, with your the soccer you play.
Yeah.
And it's all possible.
Yeah, man.
It's
Yes,
all
it is,
possible.
Danny. It is.
All of it possible. Right?
It is.
So the Davy brother, I don't want to mention that because of the Howard University thing. And then the Dugan brothers, them. The father used to come. It's when Mikey talk, Dragon them talk about how people used to do them yard.
Yeah.
Gerald, Poppy, and
Mm.
then one went to go stats. And remember, Gerald was big bad for Gerald make Allman at coming out to Arden. And
Yeah.
Arden was the only thing at them time there. Big baller, right? But them father used to sit on right by Mikey them house outside there, so
That's a
right?
dragon.
Right at Dragon them house,
Yeah, man, right at the corner,
Right
Aqualita
Yeah.
and
yeah, them used
Pembroke
to,
driver. So yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Dugan used to sit down right there so and watch them play. So when all Tony Park come play with and some battle that at some and there was a defender who used to play for Tony Park, the wicked though. He
Ken
was kind of
Rose.
Ken
Ken
Rose,
Rose.
Rose,
Ken
bad man.
Rose, man.
We have
Never
stories of
forget
Ken
that,
Rose
bro.
and Lugman, but them they have behind the paid wall. We can't
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah. So maybe just
Yeah.
yeah, maybe just want to mention them
yeah,
football
man, yeah.
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 Got to do in the park, man. Them come on Pembroke Hall, I think the Pembroke Hall, man, and nothing, but when them buck up on certain Tumpa, them decide, say, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have to approach this thing differently.
Yeah. We can continue now, Lance.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
no problem, Tumpa, because I give that opportunity that. But the question more I asked before me ask the last couple of questions, the two of them. And it's amazing that, not even amazing, but because all the people will come here, I talk to a brother, and he come out next week or next 2 weeks, a brother named Bonito, and him live a Pembroke Hall like from 63 to 70. So I'm there for 7 years like Only there from 70 or 69 to 77, 78. Me live me and
Right.
Philip live at Pembroke Hall for 40 years, all our life.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but just live there a fraction, but you never leave the love for Pembroke Hall. And you answer the one you first, Danny. How come you left Pembroke Hall so long and you never forget Pembroke Hall? Explain that to me.
It's not only long, but for only never ever lived there for a great period of time.
Exactly. What was so special about it that
So
you
that
never
speak
forget
to the
it?
community.
Talk about that,
The-
Danny.
the- I said that the people, and when we talk about people, our playing ball, because typically my mother, the first time my mother looked on see me run a champs, and my neighbor come say, you see Danny race a champs, and she said no, she said, yeah, man, I up on TV, and win him heat. My mother said no, because my mother really never support ball, because playing ball a waste of time,
That's
right?
what I see it, yeah.
But you have people will look out for you. No matter
Yeah,
family,
man.
but them are extended family.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
you have, so even if you play ball, a man take you on them wings, and you do something when sister he can do it better, he must show you how to do it better. And then the kids them are age are peers and younger, cause we look out for the younger kids them, but the people them were your peers, them that your friend for life.
Yeah, Danny,
And I think
Simon
it's also the quality of life, man.
that
The
too.
quality of life we enjoy the
So
Pembroke Hall.
so
Yeah,
so so
hold
one
on.
so
Go on,
Tompa, may I talk to Paul. You see my younger siblings them when me and my older sister come up here, then we have four kids left.
Mm.
My mother come here, me tell you something, I graduate June 1978. A whole heap of people from Annandale never know so my mother migrated to the US 1976.
Yeah.
Who take care of them kids there?
The neighbor them, the same neighbor them.
Me I go school. Me learn how for plot my sister here from a Pembroke Hall primary school.
Yeah.
On weekend, where I wash clothes for them get ready for go school.
The oldest one,
Yeah.
Danny.
My older sister, but my older sister, my mother don't trust her. My sister wouldn't take care of our siblings then, because she, at the time she was self-absorbed. Things about her, but my mother trusts me for those a whole heap of things. So it's
Madonna.
it's like a Saturday. Said dollar get in a carb theater for say a triple header on a Saturday.
Yeah.
My siblings them got my younger sister Simone. She couldn't even sit. She tried to sit on the seat. It fall up on her, so she sit under my lap.
Light. Fed them up.
So but so some people didn't know, and as such, them look out for you. Them Pembroke Hall was just at the time, when I say family, but family have quarrels and stuff, but family have family.
Yeah.
And you get to know You get to know mother, father, extended family, friends. You know, Tumpa, older brother, them are my friend. You know, them treat me as family because, you know, we talk about goalkeeper Paul. Him drop out at Kingston Tech, in first farm. And I asked my question, I said, Paul, how come Bumpy and Billy never one day have to look for me and say, where do my house? Why you know the school? Tumpa no stay home from school. Tumpa gone to school because, you know, me tell Paul, and Paul said, Danny, so how come? I say, because then I'm a school friend them. Everybody gone to school. If me stay home, what my friend them there? Then the school
We have a talk to. Nobody know the way.
Yeah.
we have a talk to. You know, you sit down there and scratch your head and say, no, man, I go to school, I'm going to learn some things and, you know, put them things to use. But even though you still have, you know, when Tumpa and Maya died, you know, my mother said, boy,
Ah,
he
go
brother
on.
them all now. He brother them all now, but I worry about that little one there, you know. I worry about that little one there.
Yep.
You know, and I just them are the things where me look and I smile for say, yes, she don't know Tumpa directly, are my friend. But the concern that she have,
Yep.
I mean, no, say if my mother said Tumpa do something on the street where she not like, you say, no, Tumpa, you know, me not want you to do that, you know, that not right.
Yeah.
My mother,
Mrs.
no,
Mitchell do that to
no,
me.
you know,
Mrs. Mitchell.
no, Tumpa older brother Gino. My mother never liked Gino. Well, first thing she ever like him because Gino love my sister. And look,
You can
Gino
say
come on
trouble
my
down the road.
Gino come on my house one day. Out of the front. My mother out there water her garden and stuff, and Gino and my sister Donna talk. My mother turned the hose on Gino for wet him up. leave me on.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so that got the man them always. Yes, wait.
You
Well,
know,
let me give you my 2 cents why I think Pembroke Hall. And Ray and Danny were not supposed to understand this. Where we came from, even there were towns it wasn't a planned, what we call in America, we call
but
it a planned urban community.
Yeah.
correct. That's correct.
Pembroke Hall is a planned community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So you have that as me or you guys when you talk about it, you say it's bordered by this, it's bordered by this, bordered by that, bordered by. So it's a planned community. So right away now you have a community established, a physical community. Then now you get to the level where you're dealing, as Danny said. You see, when my mother died, remember I know my sister left and gone, married and gone. So a peer man around my house, right? A old man there foreign, you know, peer man around my house. And them young, so them a look woman. Them have to do for them life. So me, I run up and down. So that's part of the reason why Danny's mom was concerned about me. So was Mrs. Adair. So was Mrs. Mitchell. And I can go through a bunch of them who always a look out for me. You know,
I know
so
me just did got me not cut you, but me got call me I say I must know the Mitchell them.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Next
Me,
door
man,
neighbor.
Mrs. Mitchell make me get beat. She beat me, and then my sister beat me with some conch one time, you know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When she tell my sister, she said, "Oh man, my sister give me some conch." Me I tell you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But Mrs. Mitchell, we used to go over to Mitchell's house. You understand? As me say, remember now, you know, if my brother them not cooking, me have to go fend for myself. Adair, Lance Adair. In our profession now, we grew up and we learn about SWOT analysis, strength, weaknesses, and so. Lancia teach me them things there from long time, but he never teach it to me that way.
Him
Him
not
always
teach
say, no.
official way. Yeah.
Right.
Lancia,
Unorthodox.
Lancia always tell me, Tumpa, you need to understand your weakness, your strengths, and then when you play ball. And it's something me always tell people too when I play ball. I say, yo, that on your game. You're not the one. And if you don't understand that, if a midfielder don't understand their forwards, that the forward him not have really the control that another one have, you can't pass the ball too hard to him or in his chest when not have control. And them things the Lancia tell me from a youth, right? And then now me learn them things, and then you apply. Then you end up in a college. You learn SWOT analysis and you learn them things. So now you see what he was telling you, and you can put it to your entire life. So you have the ideas, One of my brother went crazy. The one that died recently. He went crazy and ended up in a Bellevue. Well, that bucket mother was the head nurse out there. Was a
Yeah.
big nurse in a mad house. So she take care
Yeah.
of him. So him and her develop a relationship so close, you know. And she always, me can guarantee, if me need something to eat, me can go down at bucket house. You know, the summer we used to do that. When we studied for GC, we used to go for him sister Annette. Some people don't even know that he had another sister named Annette.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
them just know Karen,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
And for the record, Tumpa, from we start talk, you say Bucket and you say Lancelot. You need to call Bucket right name. Robert Adair.
Robert Adair.
Yeah.
Robert Adair, right?
Yeah, man. Robert and Lancelot Adair.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah,
Them
yeah,
man,
yeah.
Richie Sample, Richie Lawrence, and them man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. When we couldn't get food, when the some politics here, when things was being sabotaged at Jamaica, we used to get our food because Ian Brown used to work about not separate.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So we used to get our products still.
Yeah, get your butter and your rice and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them are your pipeline.
Yeah.
Yes, we still had a pipeline. So
Yeah.
this is all well with the songs. And me can tell you this. There was a time Freddie Green Johnny Green used to live next door me, right? And then you have a guy who used to live immediately going south of me. Him turn a big, I think he's a big eye doctor in Jamaica now. He used to love race car. He used to drive many and him in a car race. I can't remember his name. And then the Mitchells was after that. So the Mitchells Mr. Mitchell used to work for the water company.
Your water commission, I remember that. Yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
So we used to go over the Mitchells. Mrs. Mitchell, she wouldn't bother with as long as we don't make no trouble. We used to go there, so we used to go over Freddie. When exams are going on, man, I study. You can tell who are competing, and they like them over the Sangsters house, the Greens house, the Brathwaite house, on till certain. And then when you see one turn off, all three turn off because them say the one they gone in bed.
Man, I beat the books.
Man, I study and I compete,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even though I'm a brethren.
Yeah.
For the law, Jamaica, And you had the Wood family, right? Tony Woods and Alun. Alun became the
Ambassador for
Tell you, we
UK.
might talk about
Luship, Luship matter.
Aye.
Yeah, Luship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
another connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, Charles and James and Tony and Alun and, the whole of them,
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so we had a lot of that where people just look out for each other. But it's also because of the physical setup of the community, right?
Yeah.
Versus when we were Elliston, we're up on the main street.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're there at Franklin Town, you're up on Main Street.
Pembroke protected. Pembroke on the main street, man. Yes.
Yes,
Right.
you just know each other community.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Queensbury, because also, I had family in Queensbury too, in the sense that the Queensbury parents, Mrs. Evans, Mrs. Chambers, Mrs. Lala, we could have go there and get things when we want,
Right. That's it. George's hookup because you friend
Right.
them from school, then family know you, then parents
right.
know you.
As you mentioned Queensbury Tumpa, did Queensbury ever enter the Corner League?
No,
No,
not that I know.
no.
Maybe
Okay.
after we left, but not that I know.
Yeah, at the time.
Not while we were there.
We used to, some of them used to play for Asphalt, like the one I mental Shanks and
Shanks
I
play for
brother
us, right.
was on the thing, Chubby, we call Chubby said Salamila, Karam go play in under 13 competition when I'm a 16-year-old. And it's true. I don't know if you get the story what Chris they are telling you now. When Chris says Salamila, Karam go play Pepsi with people who are not there, them not go Pembroke primary.
Yeah.
But that's what Salad going.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Sal look like he have a birth certificate factory in a minute. Like I'm just manufacturer that.
Man. So me used to go down Adir, Adir would always be able to, give me a sandwich. And
Yeah.
You see like peanut butter sandwich and basket, the KC youth.
Yeah.
He used to love peanut butter. We used to get peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
And then, sometimes we go to a movie theater, we go library. I don't know if we used to do that too. We used to leave Pembroke Hall on a Saturday morning.
I'm going to Tamred come.
But Tamred come first,
Yeah.
and then go at movie theater. So I tell one of my brethren the other day, Danny actually they post a 1970 Brazil versus thing there. The Italy and the finals.
Italy.
The first time I saw that, was in Carib Theatre doing intermission when I'm cut, intermission halftime.
Yeah, after that.
Yeah.
World at their feet,
Yeah,
And then
yes.
Brazil Italy game. That was the first time I saw that game there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we used to have all these things, man. All these
No,
things.
Pembroke Hall is special. Pembroke Hall was special
man.
for all the women. Because I
Yeah,
feel
sir, even
yeah, go ahead, Phil.
even though it is a structured development, it's the people that make it, my friend.
That's what I'm saying. So
And it was a
first
true
first
community.
you have the physical, and then you have the personal, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what really make you remember it, right? Not the
Yeah.
physical. Physical is not really what make you remember it. It's the
No,
it's
man,
the
the people,
like
are the
you said.
people, are the people.
Right, it's the unity amongst the
man.
citizens
Yeah,
of the
man.
community.
We they not talk for how much further and hear some man name call and it's like a light in the head and you say, yeah man, a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, my grandfather died about, I said, about 26 years now. And my father's house was up at Avondale, and I'm flying for that. And after we have a little get together at the house, and I said, I'm gonna take a walk. I'm gonna walk the Pembroke Hall and I'll visit people who still that I'm a next door neighbor. Everybody don't know, and then my last stop over the Kameka house.
Yeah.
I'm over there for a couple hours, and I said, all right, Bumpy, older brother, I'm saying, all right, Bumpy, I go head out because I don't want to get dark. And him said, well, Danny, before you get to Avondale, it'll be dark, I said, sit, you're not walking to go Avondale, you're not walk go through. I said, no, man, I'm going to take you as soon as my son come with him car and him take me, and I just, that's how me look on Pembroke Hall. That's how me look on Pembroke Hall.
I'd say about Pembroke Hall, I like our Hotel California. You check out anytime, but you never really leave Pembroke Hall,
No, man.
You don't leave Pembroke Hall. We have to find that for me when I say, you don't leave that.
So 2019.
Accurate analogy.
Yeah.
My daughter always here, and she see pictures and stuff where, me and my wife got champs, right? And she hear all about it. So 2019, me and Barbara go down, and Stephanie said, hey, I want to come down with you guys. And we said, cool. So when I asked Stephanie, what is it that you want? What you want to do? And she said, two things on my checklist. I want to go to Calabar, where you went to school. I would definitely have to go to Pembroke Hall because I want to see. We hear so much about your childhood, this community, and how much fun it was. She said, I gotta go see Pembroke Hall. Gotta see the house where you grew up in. She went out. She said Tumpa House. She said Paul Smith House. She said the street. We'll go down to Big Field. And then we'd drive over to Pembroke Hall secondary school just to see the community and just to see everything. And we start from top and went up all the way down, sneak our way down to Washington Boulevard. And about 2.5 hours we spend down there. And my daughter, she snapped about 150 pictures on her phone, just Pembroke Hall alone. I must say, Stephanie, I wish you guys could see it or experience it when we were
experience even
a
small token of his life.
Same way I feel about Pembroke Hall. Much more them grew up in a Pembroke Hall, me grew up in a man. That's how I feel to man.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. Different, And I have some friends from Harborview, and it's the same way them talk about Harborview,
Yeah. I would have bet that at the same.
Them talk about Harborview, and I think this is what Fowler getting at. If Harborview could do it, where them can produce.
Yeah, man, that Philippa say, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, but Jelly, Harborview have structure.
But
our leaders at the time, the man them who formed the Canal League and so, them say it was done just for man play ball. Them never did I look for the big picture.
Right.
Correct.
They never left enough land for build a field.
But guess what, no? We there not talking, we can't have a vision enough to build a big structure back for Pembroke Hall, So me not gonna say leave it without a mention.
Well, that's the plan.
Yeah. For build, as roots start about, and me talk about every weekend, I have a vision to say Pembroke Hall become the epicenter for the Caribbean for like a music and a sports academy using both the primary and the secondary school. That can work. It take a vision, just take a yeah, exactly.
Right. So when you think of the things that Tony do, where Tumpa do, where you know what I'm saying, Danny, true blue, you come, your man, now come down, bring your boots, we're gonna play ball. And when do for Georges, and you know, last year, around August, you know, one of my classmates said school is not face to face, and the kids, and have some kids just struggle. Even the bus fare thing, cause we collect bus fare for the kids, them who only come to school 2 times a week, as the mother don't have money to send them. So we send it to the principal now and say, all right, just dole out money when them need. And then last summer, Carl said, well, they now face to face. And I said, all right, so what's the challenge I'm having? And them say, yeah, some kids for them try to go to school for them little flip phone. So if we can get some tablets for them. So we end up sending about 30 or 35 tablets we send down, you know, collect money from a classmate and we buy tablets and ship them down and backpack. Same thing, you know, last February, Champs have come up and we hear said, you know, them lacking some stuff. And, you know, me up on the phone and I say, all right, what Skelly, what them thing them can need? I'm saying, could I use some Gatorade? So I get 3 of the 2 pound package in. I'm end up sending almost sending 15 3 pound things.
That's how the powdered one them can mix out. Yeah,
the powdered one, right? And I'm send buy 150 sports bottle drink back so they can put them name on it so they can you know. And that's what you do for your community. If it's school community, there's no reason that we can't do that for Pembroke.
Yeah, man, it can be done. But they say not in a but without a structure, as Phil say, it have to have a structure.
Right.
But don't exist now.
No.
A way forward.
Yeah, I want to put that in place. Because if an infrastructure there, they know, say, boy, let's say a Pembroke Hall Foundation where they were well audited, well structured, and Tumpa, we understand when we say audited. It have to be like that, where a man knows, say, you send this to the foundation of a Pembroke Hall, and you look about the youth.
That's what I was going to say. So one of the big things, and you know, so our society in general is prejudice, right? Prejudice, I'm not meaning racist, I just mean prejudice, right? So society is that way. They will prejudge you and so on. There's a reason why why Captain was able to get so much sponsors.
Yes, Captain Burrell, yeah.
Yeah. And you have to know sometimes who needs to be a front person,
yeah,
and who needs to be a back person.
Yes.
These are the things where I used to work, you know. I used to be head of a foundation that gave away the money, right? So we would give away money. It's a Jewish family, and we would give away $500,000. A builder here in Florida, you know, that I used to work for. I was VP of finance for them. Used to give away money. Then, and that's hard, you know, because you have to make choices between this community versus that community versus this, you know, this whatever you're doing, right? Then to raise money is also difficult. But the part about raising money and doing that, it's a trust thing.
Yeah.
You have to be able to create a trust where people are willing to give you money. And we find that even in fundraising for the Old Boys Association. You see what Danny mentioned that, and Casey is one of them that raised a lot of money through their party, right? Because they get the highest turnout of parties, right? So they raise a lot. Casey can raise $30,000 easily, right? For them functions. And they know where it's going. The hard part is when you try to just raise money in general. When you have specific stuff, people are more willing to give it to you. When you say, okay, I want to go buy 15 football boots, 2,000 this, 2,000 and so on, and then want to know where I give to. In the same way, Danny, I remember going over to the mall here in Florida when Adidas have a sale and buy a bunch of big shoes to carry down to George's, basketball team, right? Out of my own pocket, right? And go give that. Because I know that's something specific. I'm not giving the money to someone who then might do something foul with it, right? And so on. Once you decide to do something, it has to be set up in what I would call operating procedures, a strategic plan and procedure. Because any one of people who are going to be involved can drop down dead one.
Yeah, man, not have to be like that, Tumpa. Exactly.
And it needs to be perpetual.
Yep, no.
It needs to be specific. It needs to be realistic. Because as I said, a George's man reach out to me and tell me, say, more Peter Brooks before he died, reach out and say, more win Georges, win champs, and this is the money they need. Mr. Peter, I will never give you any money for that because that's a waste of time.
Yeah, that's not a realistic goal. That's not a
realistic goal. Exactly. You understand?
Yeah.
And so whatever we decide to do.
Yeah, I understand you fully, Tumpa. I understand you fully. It's like I'm just attacking and there's a big picture.
No, that's why we're talking.
Because all me I say now, we look on it now.
Throw things out there.
Yeah, exactly, Tumpa. Me I say we can do things because that's what Danny mentioned him do for himself, or you do for yourself. And I say how much of the Pembroke Hall people out there who have access and know people. And as you said, Danny, me have a brethren that tell me the same thing. Man want to give a money at your time and them know for it too.
Right.
You see me I said you said that's the money not out there now. But if I set that in a way, I love what you talk about this Tumpa. Definitely right. So but we definitely we forgot to talk some more about it after the year. You see me I said you because I like how you put it and I say it have to be realistic and it have to set up in a certain. And my vision is you set up a thing with them long after we gone, 50 years after we gone.
Absolutely.
That's how some I look on. It's not a tomorrow thing for say boy I go win Major League. No man. The vision is 50 and 100 years. Where you become a club, in my mind, you become a big a club as Bayern Munich, where the community and the foundation man them own the club and them have shares and they pass on to them family. You see me, I said to you, I look on it, I'm going to see why we can't do that. I don't see why we can't do that. At least think and say we can't do that. I see me, I look on it.
Here's what I always tell people. I'm not going to say that to you too. Why you're thinking football? It's because that's what we do.
No, right. No, but that's how I'm sure it's more than football. No, I say sports in that.
No.
Yeah, no, right. We're thinking football because that's how we do.
People think that the genesis of this or the basis of this is to better the youth them, right?
Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, but that is ultimately what it's going to do.
And as part of that is to make sure them have food for go to school, make sure them have school uniform for go to school.
Yeah.
Make sure them have supplies for school.
Yeah.
Make sure them have supplies for school. Make sure them have supplies to play some football.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And in fact, even some of that, now that Pembroke Hall is a high school because them have that high school can eventually become a powerhouse.
Exactly. You understand what I'm doing with this Tumpa? Exactly. It become our school instead of our secondary school, our main school, the KC, the Georges, the Calabar, all that school, the Meadowbrook. You see me, I said to you, but you know what? Pembroke Hall, our community school, and we want to become a powerhouse. Exactly, Danny. Danny and Tumpa, thank you for that. Exactly what I look on it too. Exactly.
Well, it needs to get to that point.
Yeah, man, that's something I look on it.
Variety of ways.
Look.
You can create different things. You can begging me have a youth. The man him used to, as me tell, and this is how life is, He was my goalkeeper in college. He was the goalkeeper for Stats when we beat him. And him tell me the story one day, Him said to me, boy Tumpa, remember we play on, man, and then bring on a little youth, and the youth come on and just change the whole game and beat we, man. And I laugh, I say, Clara, me, I'm nearly dead. He was the manager for VCB, Veronica Campbell, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was our business manager.
Yeah.
He now manages the 400 meter them from the Bahamas. The guy
Shawnee
and Shawnee Miller.
Yeah.
He managed them, right? So when him not go, and when him find out the boy I'm in the Bahamas, him call me and thing and him say, I say, no, I meet Gardner already. Gardner father used to work for us. And we meet him on a flight from Nassau to Marshall. And I meet even the Prime Minister and the Sports Minister, them come here, tell them. They them go to Jamaica, go try copy Jamaica. And I said, what I can't do it is that we're not trying to do it from the government. We have to do it from the alumni association.
Exactly.
The money that KC raised and what George's raised. You see, George's just get them 2 bucks. I want Chinaman get that, you know.
Yeah. I wrote JC up at JC, yes.
A lot of schools are running at deficits. So what the KC man them do and the alumni them do is also cover that deficit that them running, you know.
Yeah.
They don't provide all of the money for. So some of that money is going there. As I said, these are some of the things I've learned during my time as the president for the Old Boys Association. The things I've been doing in terms of fundraising and it's a big task, but it can be done.
It started a vision here. It started a vision here, my brother.
Vision, and it starts with just even when you start with one.
Anyway, gentlemen, believe it or not, in a 3 hour day, I know. I know I have another conversation from the start in half hour. So I'm going to ask you for the closing remarks, and then we close it out, you know, because and we definitely have to do at part 2, because I know so we them start target, you know. You see me, I said to you, between Danny and Tumpa, come back.
Knowledge is boundless.
we just a scratch the surface.
Come in, I'm going to ask them a question where I ask if you have anything else to talk about, because I know say, the amount of thing with Tumpa, Danny that start talk about, that's 3 hours, so can't start, Tumpa. So for the part 1, I'm going to say, closing remarks, Tumpa, and then you go, Danny.
Yeah.
Well, for me, first, I want to thank the eye. That's the first thing. Because, I tell you, when Bucket sent me this thing, I sit down and I listen to 2 of them straight. The day, my work list, the day. My work list. I don't do no work that day there.
Yeah.
I'm basically semi-retired. I'm basically retired and, you know, semi-retired, I would call it. But I do nothing the day, I tell, because it touched a nerve and hit me. You know, memories, the things we talk about just capture me. And for here, man and man what I know and used to deal with and them with it, it's a good thing. You understand? Yeah. But for me, I want to thank the item for start this thing, right? And then
appreciate that.
And then the second thing now is that we truly as a group need to do something. It is, and it can be done, whatever it is. I know JC did a thing. I wrote a program, not a program, but I wrote a little methodology of how to do some sponsoring at the schools. And because, JC ended up getting a bunch of sponsors by the same simple thing I said. $500. You can choose one student and just sponsor that student for $500. Wherever that $500 come from you, you can either give it yourself or you can go beg it, right? So I think my comment in general is, let's don't stop here. Let's get this thing rolling. And if it's just to help, we can start identify some students or some youngsters down there, and somebody need to go to the schools and start gathering information and so on, and attack this by their needs. And then the last thing I'll say is that Pembroke Hall to me is basically it. It's my life. It's what really made me the person I am. The friends I developed through Pembroke Hall is just everlasting, right? It's the unity. You can see how me and Danny and Richard Bennett and Bucket how we live. There's one person, and I will miss Danny's birthday, but that's no problem. There's one person in my life outside of my family that I know their birthday, and it's Bucket. Bucket on March 17th. St. Patrick's Day. I've never missed his birthday, and he's never missed my birthday. You understand? So the camaraderie, the friendship, the things you learn, as I said, Lance Adair, teach me something that I applied in my education. They might teach me about football. And them don't know, a lot of them will not be able to tell you them remember.
No.
Or telling Danny that, a lot of them won't even remember that. But it's good that we remember what they did.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember what Bucket did for me and bringing me to play some ball. You understand? What Danny did for me. And as Danny said, we can call him. We cannot talk to Danny for the next 2 years. I'm going to call him another time.
Nothing. You don't miss a beat.
Nothing gone.
You don't.
You more even ask, no, come in and call me, brethren.
Yeah.
You not do them foolishness there.
Yeah. So Danny, the same question for you. Closing remark.
Yeah.
Any closing, no question. Any closing remark?
Well, other than as Tony saying, Pembroke Hall, and we live in other communities from Rockford. Well, I don't remember. I was born in St. Mary. Don't remember because we moved from town when I was 2 years old. But the community will make the biggest impact for me that I remember is Pembroke Hall. From non-Calabar guys, Pembroke Hall, secondary Pembroke Hall, primary. That was family. Deeper than friendship. That's where you develop the sense of being. I'm sure some people from Harborview and doing the part and other community feel the same way, right? But Pembroke Hall for me was special, so which is why my kids them not born there, but them know them, them still
Yeah.
grow up them and understand, and for reach back and say, well, I could help this community, grow because look, when I get to where I am by myself, people are never gonna push me. There's nothing reach but they get pushed forward. You cannot reach back and pull somebody up
You want to pull
and pull
somebody
up the
up, man. Yeah, man.
community.
And that's what I
There's
talk. Yeah.
nothing, and absolutely should do that. Look, we're up on the 6th floor now, right? And I don't know if time is short,
No, we don't.
but
We
I
don't.
can do something with a little
Little time we have
Time.
left.
what
Yeah,
have
man.
it
You can
to
leave a
help
legacy. And I
out.
say, yeah, man. You can leave.
Absolutely,
Yeah, man, we
you
can do
know,
this easily.
Yeah, man. This
yeah,
can be done. Love that vibe that we may get today. Yes, yeah.
and I wish more people would step up and join in to say, yeah, man, we want to make a difference.
Yeah, man. And you see, when I hear you on Tumpa talk, more people will step up. I can tell you that. Because me have a talk
Look,
about it every week, but when the next one come in and then dance, me I say, and put it to another
Yeah.
level, it go
yeah,
resonate with some people. You see, because everybody come and have a different set of friends, and hear it and I say, yeah. You see, I say,
look,
I know see one Lance and Philip run off them out and Roots.
and the fact is you just need somebody to start,
Yeah, man, yeah,
and I
man,
give a
yeah,
good
man, yeah, man, yeah,
you
yeah.
give a good example. So me the Bristol Myers Squibb, right? The scientific world and the way them depreciate them equipment, computer equipment, 3 years. 3 years for computer equipment and 10 years for laptops.
Yeah.
So year 4 now, them can't write it off. No, them have to pay taxes and asset. And Bristol will just throw all the computer in the garbage. I said, why are we doing that? Because I'm doing it to the schools them around. And use
Yeah, man.
them because
Yeah, man.
companies like Bristol and Pfizer, them now buy flimsy computers, they might buy
Right.
top-notch stuff,
Yeah.
And management, I'm approach of management and them say, well, if you want to take on this challenge, because you have to clean, erase all of the
The
memory
data.
on it
Yeah.
and the data. I'm say, all right, me take care of that. My wife knows on a weekend, I bring home about 20 computers, stack my car up and clean them up. And then we talk. Me have principal who cry when we pull up to the school for donate computers to them. I'm pretty sure some Pembroke and the
Yeah, man,
Calabar,
Yeah, man.
they will
Yeah,
cry
man.
when they get them stuff there.
Yeah, man. And you're just one of millions, Danny and Tumpa. We have them access there. We can but things that man want to throw away and give away.
Right.
And just you have to make the connection and say, we know where to go to, we know we want to give it to people in need.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know where the man want to throw it to. And say, we will provide a dump truck, We're going to take it from you and give it to the people in need. You see me I said to you? So me love them
Yep.
talk, yeah. Me love them talk, yeah.
Yep.
Love them talk, yeah.
A little bit different with, with me, upon the work for the government, right, because that's a different ball game.
Yeah.
That's a different ball game. Them have a process where, Bristol would just say, we don't care.
Yeah. The
Throw it in the garbage
government
can.
thing is a different thing. That's a different kick
Yeah, different thing.
But there's
You
only
know-
for money in the private sector, and we have to go to the government. That's a different level. It can work. It just take a little more work and different sort of, not even
Correct.
connection, just different paperwork of a deal at that time there. So yeah.
We all grew up with a statement that every mickle make a muckle.
Yeah. So we all look on it, man. That's how we look on it.
Yeah,
And go ahead, T.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have to make sure that we develop somehow that trust thing.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's gonna be key because you know how we are already. We're always leery when we talk about giving things
Yeah,
away.
man, yeah, that's the key. The trusting are the key, Tompa.
We need to develop that trust.
The trusting are the key.
I need it start out with a little simple thing first, you know?
Yeah, no, no,
And
nothing big, right? There's something that's simple and I say,
yeah, I tell Danny one time I go up, as I said, when I go down for champs, I usually go up a Calabar with the man them on the Sunday when them play ball, right? I'm a pass them, I tell Danny, I said, Danny, how come I don't have them nice fancy bus and I don't have all these things? I'm looking at the classroom, them, the table, the desk, them mash up and the things them not right. Classroom them not look right. You know,
Yep.
where is the focus? I
yeah,
understand. It's the focus because of the track and field. So, you know, so Danny and Theme Group is 78 graduating class and different people focusing on that part. You
yeah, yeah, yeah.
understand?
That's
That's a part of the thing we have to do. We have to go there and look and see
I see
what
what
the kids
needed,
do.
Tompa. It's not, and it's not about the glamour
No,
thing.
no,
It's a man that go after the glamour thing, the sports thing and this and that.
yeah,
And no,
man. We can start with the students them first and get some
I,
some
I
decent.
know me look on it, Tompa. You me look on it, I know. You see when a man run for champs, or a man run first at champs, and a man become Usain Bolt, there's about 10 other man we never get the limelight, you know, and at them make Usain Bolt
Yep.
be number one, you know. And at them people who want to
Yep.
focus on, you know. The third place man, them third, fourth, to the 10th, the man them want compete.
Yeah,
Like you, Tompa. But you we're
yeah,
part of
Yep.
the team. If you not there, the team now get better. The man that they train at Bolt, and you know, is the forgotten man more have to focus on. And that me I talk about.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That are the target market for me, the forgotten man and them schools there and them community there. Him not come first in a champs, him not come first in a GC, him not get this level, no man. But him a compete. Him a
Yeah.
compete.
I try.
Absolutely.
Me not say a man to come sit down
Absolutely.
and go on like me say the man the youth them a compete and them never win nothing. And them youth them want to go after Tumpa. Because me like you, you know, me not have the talent for the certain things, you know. But guess what? Me a compete Tumpa. And because me compete, me get better and
Yeah,
better. Exactly.
come on.
So me know where I
As
say
I
man.
tell you, if me carry down gears for Jamaica because me have a virgin my coach and Danny know him too, the Trinidad and virgin. Well, I tell you guys about the WhatsApp group of we talk on weekends and stuff. And you know, so him coach a high school team. So me call him and said, Joe, me need some ball, me need some jersey, me need some me carry down things go to Jamaica go get a chimpy who used to live him used to live D Park, but he was a pastor down there now. And him was my goalkeeper the first year I played goals. I was one of the backup goalkeeper to O'Neill Baker. I'm gonna give him some jersey, some gears. These things we can get these things
Yeah
and
man,
so
yeah
on.
man, yeah man. It
And,
not
and, 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 and start up something,
yeah man.
whatever it is.
You're right,
If
you're
it's
right.
just something
You're right.
together,
It not
and
cost some
then
money to get the things, them, man. It not going to cost some money, Tumpa.
no.
It not
So,
it
so,
not,
so,
it not
so,
go
so
out of pocket enough, man, to get them things are going. But the
No.
infrastructure and the trust are for right there. Infrastructure.
Yeah.
On the school up, Mr. The school are playing a Manning Cup. Okay. Is there anything them need, the youth them need?
Exactly, apart from the money cup. Exactly, Tumpa.
Right.
Exactly,
What
exactly.
can we help them with? What can we help them with?
Anyway, Tumpa,
right.
believe it or not, you know, over 3 hours and 50 minutes for
Yeah,
there
man.
now.
Remember,
Trust me.
yeah,
Because Phil, give me a closing
Yeah,
remark
man.
because we definitely have a part 2 and let me close it up because I'm
Listen.
saying, maybe another conversation will come up. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just want to thank the item for sharing them memories because may I tell you, every week it gives you more and more reason for carry on with this because yeah, it's like what Jelly does say, you never know certain things. You learn things about the area where you never know. And you see the
Absolutely.
passion and the love where each and every one have feed. So that is even more reason why we ultimately want to can happen. We
Yeah, man,
just have to be
definitely.
steadfast and serious and passionate about it.
Definitely. And,
Yeah.
and as a,
Yeah, man. So
and as a,
once again, I want to thank the item for coming forward.
And,
Yeah, man.
and it's a two-way street because I never know say Tumpa and Danny them never know say Pembroke Hall in minor league. But guess
Exactly. Well, everybody on the platform can learn
but
every
more that
week.
you know, I'm gonna send you a picture of Tumpa with the Altimon, that Mackenzie. I'll send you a Danny picture.
Yeah, man.
When it's,
I'm gonna tell you another quick story. Me say when we the start of Saturday morning football and Danny come down and play night too. But a bunch of ballers, ex-ballers and thing, and we play. And Alti McCoy did that on my side, right? And one day Alti McCoy licked down Ali Cole. And Alti stand up over and say, hey boy, lick down your father, you know, lick you down too.
And out them time they out there push almost 70 years old.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen. Anyway, Rudolph Tumpa Kameka. Hold on, let me get Danny right now because I said Danny Green. Look my name, Danny. Danny Green Taylor. I'm a co-host, Philip. This is Jelly, our guest Prince, Lance Prince, a sign from Pembroke Hall. And God bless you all, and God bless Pembroke Hall. And the words of the great Bobby Fire. What Bobby Fire will say, on the ball, Pembroke Hall. That's how I leave it. That's how I close out the program now. And Tumpa and Danny, I forgot to do a part 2. Yeah. And Tumpa, send me the link for the football thing, Howard. That we can share that. Yeah, man. And thanks.
Jelly, may I Google it now?
And send it to me, man. Yeah. Thank you, Tumpa, Danny. Thanks here, sir.
Yeah, man. Gentlemen, take care.
Anytime, brethren.
Yeah, man. Part 2 definitely the making. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah.
We'll talk soon.
Bless. Yeah, man. Cool.
Definitely.
Thanks for listening to Pembroke Hall Memories podcast. And remember to give us all the support you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. A special thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, I would not be able to do what I love doing every week, having memorable conversation about Pembroke Hall. Thanks.